Faust, good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Um, we're in the same hive. Did you want to make plans to do the purification today?
I got a purification thing set up at my base, and I was planning on doing it as a group if nobody else had already done it.
Okay. I'm gonna be playing for the next 4 hours, so I just want to get it done before that.
And you working? Or you got college or something?
Later today, I'm working. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
But I'll be back this evening as well. So if we don't do it in this 4 hours, we could do it tonight.
It depends on how many people in our hive we're going to get on because it is Monday. The purifications have reset,
Yeah.
but hopefully we get enough people on and then we can do it. Yeah. I mean, we could do it. We probably do it both of us. Actually, we do some. Just gotta test this out.
Ooh, those legs.
Yeah, I broke my ankles. I kept hitting spacebar on the way down, and it just did not work. The area that I'm in, it's been water, but they can still get it. There we go.
Do you have all level 3?
Yeah, I got all tier. I've got a bunch of tier 3s on me.
Oh, sweet.
I'm people one tier. Black.
So what build do you have?
Power surge.
Oh, you have the strong one, huh?
I would see. Hey, what's up, Emmy?
Good morning, Hemi.
Got your morning coffee, bro? Yeah. So how did wars go last night for you guys?
Pretty smooth.
That's good. I mean, I'd expect it to when they're the maximum support to come.
Good morning, Sig.
I did one of the wards, but I have 2 more to do.
Is the plan to not use deviants and just do gun damage?
It's just to do whatever you normally do.
Because I've currently got a whimsical.
Yeah, no, that's fine, dude. I'm just finishing up on my plots. Yeah, that picture you saw last night, all that deviated aloe, I didn't realize it, but I got over 160 seeds.
Damn.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, with the improved compound fertilizer, 3 seeds every time you harvest.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I've been wondering why.
Regular mutation fertilizer, just to see the ratio there, because it seems to be roughly 60% mutation.
Yeah.
With the improved compound.
I haven't done a lot of testing with the improved, but what I can say is mutated is better if you have the Stardust to burn, but if you don't want to burn Stardust, the improved is really nice. If you use
Really
yield boost when you're on, or you
More
just
expensive.
Because
You need 3 deviated mushrooms, so how do you get those? Right?
well, with the 130 plots I have, I just plant regular mushrooms with the yield boost. And yield boost, whenever they do mutate, you get 4 deviated. Out of the 127 or 130 crop plots, it's like 32 by 4, maybe 128 or something. You get the general number. I usually get 7 improved fertilizer per go. And I can just throw my mushrooms down, like my mushroom guys, and throw mushrooms in with them when I'm not online. And then, you know, come back to 2 or 3 harvests at the end of the night. So like when I'm playing in the day, I use the improved fertilizer. When I go to log off, I throw the mushrooms in there with a bunch of seeds, and yeah, it's not the best in the world, but it's still more than enough than what you'll ever use. What was I about to do? Mushrooms.
Just to...
Yep. Oh no, I'm in the replanting my mushrooms real quick before I go over. I was trying to remember what I was going to plant next, because I just finished up throwing down some deviated with improved, or some aloe with improved. I've been slowly selling off shattered bread to generate some funds.
That was you.
And giving away
Yeah.
all my deviated as prizes.
Nice.
I'm giving away 300.
Oh wow,
300 deviated saffron and
that's a lot. Yeah, for me, I know if I have under 3 mil EL, I'm gonna run short of mod conversions once Pro comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of last, I had a decent bit of EL, and by the end, I was too broke to buy the chest, so I had to sell some stuff.
yeah, I just crafted a new glove mod status enhancement and got some pretty good rolls on it. Maxed out
Nice.
status damage, maxed out magazine capacity, and got a
Nice.
That magazine capacity sounds so good.
yeah.
I had to
got
sacrifice
60 rounds.
Feels good, man.
So good.
I got a headache.
I get lucky enough and they all proc, which they will. If I manage to proc all 60 rounds, that's 3 thunderclaps as well.
Damn. What are your
Do you
thunderclaps
have,
on the floor? And then,
Are you using the Mayfly goggles?
Yep.
Okay.
So the Mayfly
Actually, no.
goggles double proc does not count towards thunderclap, by the way.
Are you serious?
So you get double the damage, but it only counts as 1 instance. Towards
Lame.
thunderclap.
Oh, that's so lame.
I'm just shooting at the body of my dummies. So the issue I'm running into is there's too many numbers.
well,
Let's try this, just pop. Okay, so that was 11.2 on the thunderclap.
so I reported someone in chat last night, right? And apparently I reported the wrong person.
Oops.
Oh shit.
So Pouche now has a 1-day chat ban.
Oh no.
I know. Like, that's how bad their system is.
That's ridiculous.
Does he know?
Yeah.
It happened.
As soon as I got the message this morning saying that, you know, they punished him, I was like, oh shit. I clicked the wrong name, didn't I?
Oh no.
And you were like, damn it, I can't get on chat. I can't do that.
But he's also going into work today, so.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just. That you can accidentally report the wrong person. Completely my fault on the accident.
It is an
then,
accident.
But then it actually goes through and they get muted. Like, what?
He's like, hold on. Guys, you need to fix your reporting feature.
I kind of want to report my alt and say this is a fake report. They didn't do anything wrong. I just want to see if you're going to auto mute them and see if they mute my alt. It's like a little facetious, but it would go a long way in proving if if they're just using some auto system.
Yeah, I don't think that's facetious at all. I honestly think that's a proper, like, obviously you want to test out if it works properly, because the times that I have been in World Chat, people have reported people, and it seems like it's been the wrong person that's been reported. So it tracks that you kind of, you accidentally reported the wrong person.
How much ammo do I have? I got 6,000, 3,000. Okay, I'm repaired. Yep, I'm getting ready and then I'll head over.
What are you guys doing?
We're gonna be comparing damage between power surge and my shotgun build. Nate hasn't been around. Yeah, Nate hasn't been around, so I've been able to poke him to actually see, where power surge bossing.
I mean, I do pretty good with my. I mean, I'm missing a lot of damage because I don't use the SMG. I refuse to use the SMG. It's like versus the Scar. It definitely will do more damage because I reload more and I'm able to fire more bullets. But I like sustained fire a little bit more than the burst that the SMG does.
Well, when you're one-phasing bosses, the Predator does so well during Prime Wars because, you can just keep firing.
Right. And that's the logic I have when it comes to using the Scar. Like, the SMG is nice and everything, but like I said, I like sustained fire more than the burst fire. Because I was like, but are you running crit on the corrosion?
Am I running what?
Are you running crit on the corrosion?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, why are there two teleporters? Oh, there we go. My map is bugging.
Power surge and the thunderclap crit with the corrosion. I feel like you're gonna do a stupid amount of damage. Do you have the Mayfly goggles on?
No. You focus on weapon damage, crit damage, not power surge damage with the shotgun. At least in my theory of the build.
Well, I'm just saying that for the extra trigger chance.
No, you go for the 35% crit rate from the gas mask.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Sig, are you running a build just identical to the one Nate posted or different?
Mine's a
You should post it, man. I would love to see a diversity of builds on here,
Yeah. The theory of my build is centered around it completely ignoring damage or weapon damage, anything crit related, and just stacking power surge status elements as high as possible, and then sprinkling in max ammo and reloads.
Yes. So you're running the same type of build I am.
The build chose me because before I figured out the whole wish machine thing, I just gambled. Yeah, because the arm I had, and I was like, oh shit, okay, what do I got? And the outer space was the only legendary weapon I had unlocked, so I was like, all right, this is my build now.
Nice. Alright.
And then, you know, I still occasionally look up YouTube guide videos on outer space, and a lot of them have a bunch of misinformation and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
Okay.
in outer space, I was able to solo Leo pretty easily.
Nice. So for this week's buffs, or mutations, we have penetration damage, which neither of us has. And we have you have great ones take 90% damage under normal and 115 when affected by continuous damage effects. So,
Which is outer space.
well, yeah, but because you're going to continuous damage affect them, I'll do the same. So I think it's balanced for us. It's
You're
not-
not
it's
actually
not-
doing continuous damage with Power Surge. Power Surge's status debuff doesn't do continuous damage. It's just the one strike and that's it. It does have a continuous debuff.
Well, either way,
That should trigger it.
the point I was trying to lean towards is it's not something where me or you is just going to get a huge damage buff from it. Like whenever there's suppression, weapons like yours and mine do a lot more damage. And then yeah, I'm just going to go in and do my normal thing. Let me once change that. There we go. Yeah, just go in, use deviant, use tactical items if you use them. You know, do your whole thing.
I gotta make knives.
Oh, you were body blocking some of my shots.
Sorry, man. I try to always rotate to the other side of it from the other person.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I like seeing the damage potential for bossing
Oh no, you're definitely doing you're doing hella damage to this gun.
because I don't know. I love soloing shit. Ouch. So finding the highest damage build for bosses is huge for me. Your build will super shine whenever you start doing manibus. Like, I don't know if you ran this build last season. I think you said you didn't.
Yeah. This is my main build since season.
Okay, then yeah, you know how good it is on manibus.
Yep. Frost doesn't.
Frost Vortex?
Frost Vortex does that.
That's a shame. But Frost
Because
Vortex has never been, like, amazing.
It looks cool though.
It does. That frost is beautiful.
It's a fun build if you just want to run around and farm and just AoE normal mobs out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't have a deviant to use this one.
Okay.
So, I have a ridiculous amount of bread and whimsical drink. 17 shattered bread and 24 whimsical drinks in case anybody needs some.
See, you got the advantage for up close.
Yeah, if I'm not up close, I don't do shit for damage.
Nah.
So the outer space, its main gimmick is doesn't matter the range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to see your build. Sig, I need to see your build to see what I need to change up, if you've got anything different than what I got.
Sure.
Shit.
The pup's dead. The pup's dead. Jesus Christ.
Forgot, man. I was starting to think on things. Because if you're doing 40% consistent damage, that puts it in line with Bullseye, except a lot more useful than Bullseye, because you know you don't have to worry about hitting weak spots and all that stuff, or swapping to hit them.
Yeah. Right.
And that means it would be great for Leo.
Yeah. I would single back flying monsters every time.
It would be solid for doing Trent, because I don't like just getting, you know, in the face of Trent with the shotgun.
Oh hell no. Okay, so all of my plots were planted. So we're good on that. I kinda wish I had changed the direction of that.
Give us the shoulders. And we're good.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh, I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being useful in Manibus, Leia, Forsaken Giant. It doesn't work, right?
Because
I mean, you're not.
elemental damage, so
Okay.
But if you're running a crit build based off of weapon damage, I think we do just fine.
Well, yeah. I was thinking for his. What else?
Oh yeah.
Red light, green light boss. That would work really well on.
the bullet damage is pathetic the way I build this. But if something can take status elemental damage, then the gun works as intended.
Yeah, no, you're good, dude. You're doing really good damage at 40%. It's like Bull again can only do about 46% on average.
Oh my god, I fucked up the reload.
So you're wearing a shelter set, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just watching that fucking bar go down fast. Timmy, what's your crit at?
Huh?
What's your crit at?
It gets over 100%.
Okay, so that explains it. I was about to say you're hitting nothing but yellows.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fucking solid, dude. You should definitely get that build thrown up on here because that'll be a great one for people to run. I gotta
It's
hit
just
you.
it's just a jack of all trades build too, because it's just up close. You do the same damage pretty much as that far. Just do a little bit of a burst and you can snipe.
And with this season, you benefit a lot from being able to kill other things. Okay, let me hop out so the other guy can join us too.
Guess I can stream squad for sick.
What's the mask? Get the mid-fly goggles.
maxed out the elemental.
Nice.
That's a great roll, dude.
That was
And you got weapon damage reduction, which, you know, lets you ignore a little damage from enemies with guns.
I got 88 status damage on this one.
That means, like, see, that right there is my issue. I'm missing, like, the stat rolls I get for all of mine have been absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, I tried to re-roll this one, didn't have any luck.
Yeah,
Ooh.
dude, don't start me. I've got a purple crit damage, blue weapon damage, blue mag capacity, right? And it had a green something else.
Yeah.
It rolled 4 out of 5 into that fucking green. I think it was damage to common enemies, and then
Gross.
1 out went to weapon damage. So it had the potential to be a legendary weapon damage, crit damage, mag capacity. And the game was like, no.
The only reason I'm not using flame resonance on the chest is because I got status damage and element on it. So it's suboptimal for DPS, but it's more flexible than the heals.
I mean, is flame resonance that good on the chest?
Because it gives you 12% status damage.
Oh, you're talking about the blue mod.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So, like, if I wanted to, I could do a little bit more damage, but lose out on survivability.
honestly, I would try to get, for bossing, and bossing alone, I would try to get a quick comeback with the elemental stuff. Because you're going to med pen in a boss fight to heal yourself. And when you do that and it restores a mag, it lets you keep going. You lose out on your reload benefits, but you keep damaging continuously, which is kind of like a little bit of a trade-off. And that's why
Which piece are you talking about?
chest piece. Quick comeback is the needle with 3 bullets. Yeah. So the reason it's great is literally because it just fully reloads your mag, but it doesn't count as a reload, so you don't get your other damage buffs. But for you, you've only got one cradle thing that gives you damage from that. So, you know, if you need to heal because you're below 70%, if you're running Bastille, it's kind of, well, if you need to heal, it gives you free ammo.
So this one, I wish I could have gotten better rolls. Has that
That's Ooh.
Yeah, that's me on my pants.
This is the one I just made today when I maxed out the status and magazine.
Dude, that is beautiful.
Oh my god. It's
Elemental.
so... I need to steal your mod. That's what this is.
This one I
Yeah.
couldn't have asked for much better rolls, quite honestly.
Yeah.
This one brought me from 56 to 60 rounds, which is a nice round number.
See, in my case, it would have put 4 to great damage, or damage to great ones. Oh,
And then this one maxed out reload speed, which helps offset my heavy style.
nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get some new Deadshot pants. Mine are just 6% great one, 12% mag capacity. So, crit damage. Okay.
And I go for shock rampage for the plus.
Oh, for the extra trigger
proc
chance.
chance. Because if you're not procking, then you're not doing power surge. Like the thought process I have is like if you have 250% crit damage, but you don't have crit chance, then it's not doing you any good.
So you
Right.
need a shock rampage power surge with the 5% trigger chance.
Be nice.
Yeah. Oh, just a heads up for your damage, your DPS damage numbers. The damage to normal enemies, it's a massive buff on the test dummy.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a straight 10% final multiplier, but it's very close.
I did not want the damage to normal enemies because they fucking explode fast enough as is. Like it was a lot of
Oh, yeah.
wasted grades into that.
I just throw it out there just for you to keep in mind when you're comparing numbers on mods, because yeah, a lot of YouTubers inadvertently let us in on that when they were running 50-60% damage to common enemies, and you're trying to pull off a 200k DPS build on the test dummy.
Most of my stuff is avoiding normal.
Dude, damage to Great One is the best because
It
Monolith and Prime Wars are Great Ones.
I mean, like, and to be fair, our builds are meant for bossing. So against a single normal ass enemy, it's just gonna shred them anyway. So
Yeah.
set on max capacity. Let's see how far down my max capacity went with this one. I just changed to shock rampage because I had. Let's see.
Are you gonna trigger Bullseye today? Nope. Oh well.
Turned around as I was trying to shoot his other shoulder.
You gotta be right up on them, but you still hitting criticals like no one's business.
See, I could stay at ranged.
I mean, our build is meant for range to begin with, so.
Oh yeah. That's huge play. Ooh. Puppies?
Yeah.
Ones and twos. I failed a 2.
Oh my god. Should be a shame.
That dog said, no, I don't want to.
Yeah. Cortexes. This is another reason I love using this guy for tests, is because you get a bunch of Cortexes.
Might run dog later myself, just because.
I haven't been using controllers.
Oh no, you get
I haven't
controllers without using, or Cortexes without using controllers.
Yep. I still have a bunch of Prime War boxes I haven't even bothered to open.
Oh.
I am going to back out because I'm gonna make myself some breakfast and then I got some studying to do.
You're good, man. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. What build were you using?
This is the corrosion shotgun.
Okay.
It's got a range of about 10 feet before it starts falling off. But when you're up in the face, it is so good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
it's gotta be-
it definitely does its job when you are using it in its optimal
Yeah.
situation.
Well, that's what I was saying that 40% isn't bad. It's pretty good. Because Boucher and I have tested a bunch of different, and just kind of,
Oh, look at these.
and it competes with Bingo,
Yeah.
and Bingo's not the best at general situations.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I like
Mm-hmm.
this setup because it just works in all situations. Is it the best? No, it doesn't have to be. It just does everything well.
Yeah, dude, if you get that posted, I'll probably honestly build it myself for Prime Wars, because I think I want to say Nate was a consistent like 35% damage, so it's doing more damage than his build.
Let's see. I started a write-up in my server. Let's see what I'm copying and pasting over.
I definitely need to go up the legendary heavy rotation. I'm not gonna be able to do much with this one. I'm missing so much element for damage.
You say what?
I need a legendary heavy calibration for my gun because I'm missing so much elemental damage.
I was asking Sig. You said you started or something?
Yeah, I started doing a write-up
Well-
in my server. Let's see. Let me send it out.
Well, if you look at the builds template, it's a pretty straight format over here.
Let's see. Mine's just full text.
Ah.
The main thing that I delved into was like the theory behind it, instead of just use this.
Yeah. For me over here, I kind of throw in, use this, and then, you know, give some details on it.
And here's why. Kind of like how I parent and teach my kids how to think versus just here's a what to think. And then you never know. Someone might take what I've thrown out there and make it even better. 'Cause I'm not going to pretend to be the alpha omega authority of outer space, but I've dumped all my time into
It might be in the star.
testing.
I have farmed nothing this game.
What are you trying to get?
The deviated aloe for the crumbly bread.
Do you have seeds?
I'm working on it. Yeah, I just planted everything, so. And it's
Okay.
gonna give me seeds, and it's like half and half. Half mutated and half seed growth or reproduction.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can make my first crumbly bread.
Nice.
That actually.
Crumbly bread is so nice.
Oh, if I had wheat. Know what I don't know how to get though is, hold on. Maybe you just make it. Let me see. Ooh, shit, I think I just unattached a wire.
Why can't I post my text?
So with the crumbly bread, you gotta have corn oil. Can you just make corn oil?
Yeah,
Not
you
a point, yeah.
You form coil in the corn, and then you just turn it into corn.
Oh, okay.
Got 10 shattered bread, 10 winds of the next, well, 17 shattered bread, and 24 winds of the next. So I think I'm good.
Nice. Yeah, and Sig, we'll have to get you and Nate to run at Wolf Boss a couple times together to see how both of those compare. And yeah, Foshin, to answer your question, I've got a 61% crit rate, but after I trigger Power Surge, it goes up to 96. And if I have Bullseye on them, it's 106%.
It literally, like, it doesn't fucking matter. That's what I'm hearing right now. You're gonna hit fucking power surge regardless.
Yeah, it's honestly, the mask is mainly for the crit damage, and I wish I had a better mask mod to run. But that crit damage is just so huge.
It is, bro. You're consistently hitting like mid 2000s regardless. So I think the build for right now is as optimal as you're gonna get it until you get, until RNG just blesses you.
Yeah. Like first electrocution for the extra 30% power surge ultimate damage, but
Yeah.
the crit damage is just it's so worth it. Actually, you know what? I could just throw a crit damage enhancement on there. I mean, it would be 18% crit damage and 2% crit rate versus the 25% crit damage, but I wouldn't have to mark them with Bullseye.
No, you wouldn't, because it would definitely. Well, I mean, you could probably still mark them with Bullseye.
Yeah.
And still get higher crit damage numbers, but this
shit.
would make up for it if you don't want to use Bullseye.
Yeah. Well, shit, that's what I need right there. I need a crit damage enhancement, violent, with crit damage, and then like,
Post is god awful. Jesus, it's just a wall of text.
does it not convert over well?
Yeah, because it turned into like a text file on my server, so copy and paste it
Ooh.
does not format very well.
How about editing and then copy pasting? So like, click edit on your server, and then copy and paste that over. I found sometimes that works better than just highlight, copy, and paste.
I
Although,
even
not
tried
always.
copying and pasting in like smaller chunks, so it wouldn't default to the text file.
It shouldn't default to a text file unless it's got something in it.
Too many characters. Discord's like, nah, that's too much for a single post. I'm gonna turn it into a text file.
Oh, that's weird.
That's new.
Well, I will make it pretty later, but that's all the information for now.
You're good, man. Like I said, worst case, you can copy the template over, throw that at the top, and then just paste the paragraphs underneath of it.
Has anybody used these Raven eggs or any of the eggs for anything?
You mainly use them for the Nalkin Easter eggs, or whatever they're called, but they're not that great.
Yeah, I keep on collecting them, but I was like, I have never used an egg in this game. It's like, I don't know why I'm clicking on this.
When I was swapping between worlds, doing some other farming around, there's a nest right next to the teleport.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got 30 eggs, and then they just rotted.
Yeah. There's
Never
That's basically what they do for me, too.
There's a Crocodile Creek corner where you can go get a couple hundred eggs real quick. Yeah, at the end of last season, we spent like 3 or 4 hours doing Nalkin egg farming and made a little over 100. They're not too bad. No.
Yeah.
The only way I would say that it would be worth it, and I say this heavily, is that if you have like 100 crop plots and you're yield boosting the red corn dog things, yeah, and then you're alternating to like cucumber or tomatoes, which are the other one you would use with it, and you're producing your own source, and then you go get the eggs, and even then, none of the mods are good. Tier 4 mods. So, you know, when I say tier 4, I mean it's like you go to Chalk Peak and you loot the chests there. So they're not going to be any of the best in slot. They're going to be And at a time, it would take you, say you just AFK produced them and all you had to do was go get the eggs. In the time it would take you to get those eggs and then cook these up, because it takes 1 minute per egg, and then eat them because you eat them slowly, you could just do a Black Veil run and get just as many mods, and the mods would be better.
Ouch.
Yeah. Now you can't get Masala from them.
I had that.
Show me.
Yo.
Maybe if you just like, I don't know, craft 100 like over the season, pop them all, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say they're
It's not
completely
more
worthless,
options.
because you could use them for mod fragments. But I'd rather just go run Black Veil and the other things.
Yeah, the other places around.
God, someone's
Hey,
truck's stuck in the entrance to Black Veil. Yeah. I kind of wish they had like an upgraded Nalkin egg, you know, so you use a different material to craft a higher tier one. Because if you could craft those as Black Veils, on the other hand, I would say they'd be top tier. And the specific reason being, you know, you could actually roll for best in slot mods.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was trying to work on my mods a little last night, and man, it was like burning me out. I did 10 runs on EX solo, and I got 2 thunderclaps, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, EX1 has been causing a lot of problems for everyone.
Yeah.
Fucking
Mass
forget
mod?
who it was getting pissed off, yeah.
Yeah.
And it took me a good 40 tries to get 1 blitzkrieg.
Oh
That
my
was-
god.
It looks
the
like
entire season, I never got a blitzkrieg until I spammed it 40 times.
That was me for momentum up.
Yep.
And
Yep.
momentum up has higher odds of dropping because it's not a mask mod. And
Fa-
it took me like 30 controllers to get 3 of them to do mod conversions.
Falchion. It looks like it's me, you, and then this Felix guy is on, and then Tony's about to get on. There's 4 of us that could do the
we could
purification.
Yeah, we could do a purification.
Yeah, I'm down.
Wait, Monday, right?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. I gotta vote ready for tomorrow.
What do you do to these guys?
Everybody got their cortexes? Got a bunch.
I got 50 on me right now, so I can if you come to my guys want.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready, Faust. I'll be there.
I'll say if anyone needs extra cortexes, between all the extras Tygar's been throwing at me and what I've gotten,
You can trade it.
Yeah, I think I got 50 as well, or close to it. You get them so quick if you just make a few runs doing shit.
Dude, well, my thing is I do so many solo boss runs without controllers just for testing things, and you get them from that. So I've probably got a little 200 now.
I didn't know you get them. Do you get them when you use a controller? No, right?
No, when you don't use a controller, you get them. When you use a controller, you get them, but when you don't, you get them too.
Wait a minute. Now you just said 2 different answers to the same question. Do you get
It
them
doesn't
when
matter
you use a
whether you
controller?
use a controller.
Think about it like that.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
don't
The
use-
first
yeah.
answer was different, and then the second was
So
yes.
let me clarify.
So both ways you get it?
Yes, both ways you get it.
Yeah. You don't. So basically, you
It's
don't
just-
have to use it.
Yeah, but it's not guaranteed to get it. It's just there's a chance you get it.
Oh, I didn't realize it was RNG. I thought it was like every time. Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say at that point, why not just run it every single time? You'll never run out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Give me a
That makes
second,
more
guys.
sense
I'm
now.
trying. I'm gonna have to. Fuck me, dude.
No,
This is
you're
the
not really
problem.
my type, but I'll do it this one time.
No.
We're a good cause.
Take one for the team. No, I do actually have to move my base.
Oh,
you know,
no.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw
can't.
this guy that made a floating base.
Yeah, is that cool or what?
I was like so tempted. I was like, I feel like I don't have that much to do, and I was like, maybe I should like blueprint my house and try it. And then I was like, I think I'll do it next week, and if it's still working.
Holy shit. Bro,
Well, if it doesn't, just have Hemi come build your base again real fast.
I made
Yeah.
a blueprint of Lowell's hardware. The only problem is the hydros, the hydros are the pain. I wish they would just make that, not get deconstructed.
Be able to do something. Fucking store them on your foundation for half a second.
I wish hydros could be placed anywhere, but they had that physically be in water to make them work.
Right.
Well, yeah. I know what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be like the best of both of those worlds.
This is fucking nuts. I'm gonna have to go to the other side of the map. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh. It was such a nice spot, and then everybody decided to.
So what? Why do you have to leave now?
Dude, did you see how many houses are around?
I do
I'm also
not.
trying to figure out the.
He's not a people person.
You just want to live in the woods. You don't want to
I
be
mean,
dealing
I'm-
with people in their bullshit.
No, not really. Yeah.
Is there only one gear chest on EX1 and that's it?
Inside that thing,
Might be
you
running.
get a
past
weapons
one.
chest. There's a weapon chest and a door. You won't if you don't like the first room where you're fighting all those.
Yeah.
You go in there. It's the door immediately to your left, and then after that, once you get into like the cell block area, you're gonna go through that door that transports you into the red light, green light area where you have to stop. So the
Yeah, that one's the one I know.
yeah, the first one is actually to the left when you go into the room forward.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been running past that one this whole time thing.
No problem. Yeah, no. See, I like I have to. The thing is like I'm trying to find an optimal place to put like territory my like purification at, so that the enemies just can't get to it because I'm lazy and don't want to do that much work when it comes to it.
I wouldn't overly worry that. I'd just, bring in your hive and not overly care.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah,
Also,
I think the
don't wanna
hive
be-
is. I think all the people are gonna keep everything going. If that's the reason you moved your base, I wouldn't.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, that is one of the because there's just so many fucking people around. I mean, that's gonna happen no matter where I go, but here it's bad. Like more people have just squeezed in the spots. So even if I try to adjust my base, because I was trying to do that last night and this morning, it's not gonna happen. There's
Yeah.
no room.
Well, that's anywhere that's semi-popular.
Yeah.
I have never been in this room before. Wow, that's funny.
In your house?
Where Fortune just told me that weapons chest was. I've
Oh.
never seen that room. I never went over in that little spot before.
Yeah. I also thought there was a secret zone, so after I cleared that room, I kept seeing it, but so I was like, fuck it, I guess there isn't one here. And it turns out there wasn't, so.
Weird. This was a little blue chest yesterday, and today it's a storage crate. I feel like every time I turn on this game, there's like a patch.
Yeah, I feel the
just
same.
like a little one every morning.
This is why they need a test server. Like they have Chinese test servers, but I don't think they have stateside test servers.
I mean, that's what everyone says, but like, no games do that anymore, really. Like, I don't know.
No, I don't think so either.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, why doesn't anyone do that anymore?
Why do that when you don't have to pay and you can just get the players to do the work for you?
Well, the problem then is you have a Star Citizen. We got the pro of it, don't get me wrong. But then you got to deal with a bunch of people just hopping on Spectrum and complaining, the game's broke, the game's broke. It's like, well, yeah, you're on the testing server,
Yeah. Well, even this game, I think I just give them the heads up, like, in the little message section. I think that's far superior to the typical ticket submission shit.
Definitely a lot faster too. I mean, they responded to our tickets about the fridge in like, what, not even 6 hours?
Yeah, like at least they give you a little heads up, say, hey, we got your shitty message, we'll work on it, whatever we're gonna do. You know, I can deal with that.
Like last season, whenever we didn't have the event for Manibus
Oh yeah, that one.
tickets and shit, and like they just didn't respond to any of us.
Well, don't forget, we actually got Manibus a week early. And then we got
That's
a
what I'm
delayed
saying,
day.
yeah. And then, yeah.
Speaking of which,
weird.
Speaking of which, for some reason they decide like one of the seasonal goals is to do like 500
Yeah.
damage or some shit.
Yeah, to Manibus, and we can't even do it.
Season 2, yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I think I corrected that. And yeah, that's one reason whenever the new season starts with the ice map, I am going to highly suggest we go to the second and or third server, aka third day or fifth day server.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
First one is gonna be.
Yeah,
well, the
it's gonna
fact
be
that the fact that the first one's gonna be crazy isn't the problem. It's we'll get the day 3, day 5 patch of, hey, you're now in phase 2. By the way, everything that's broke is now fixed for the most part.
That's true.
Yeah, but the wait time, you know what I mean, that you would normally wait anyway, probably will work out that you're not going to have that much to do the first few weeks.
Yeah, but it's more so, you don't want to
No.
start a new phase and not be able to do stuff because it's broke.
It makes
Right,
sense
right.
to me.
Yeah, with the
Definitely.
Manibus, yeah.
Yeah, as for what it is, be a void or whatever, I don't really care because a lot of people wanted the fast gunner server, but we voted for this one because it started 2 days sooner. And it was a Friday, so we would get to play each phase. you know.
I mean, as long as we don't do bomber again. But yeah, it's not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
Nah, those fucking regen enemies are a pain in.
I rarely ever run into it, man.
Lucky you.
And in silos, if you're with a group, there's usually enough people that someone will just obliterate it.
Yeah, I just ran into one of those balloon guys, and I was like running solo last night, and he just fucking one-shot me. He's like, "Oh, guess
yeah.
what? You're dead." I was like, "What?"
Those balloon guys are annoying. When do you run into them? We were
Okay,
doing
so-
all the beta, and we
No, I
kept
didn't-
putting one.
I didn't even
Those
see
guys
him. He was like in the red light, green light area, and he was just
Oh,
like, "Oh,
God.
guess what? I don't like you." And
I bet you
I
heard
got-
him.
That's
Ooh,
what outer spaces bay.
Nice.
Shoot them from a mile away.
I just got the white hexagonal tiles for the roof.
Nice,
Oh,
congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Now I
ran
can-
up to him. Sorry, guys.
Now I can come over and modify Tony's base again.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Is that
Great. I'll take
it was
it.
my original intention to use those at your base, but I didn't have them.
That's okay.
All right, so are you guys ready for this purification? So we get out the way. We got 4 of us.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Message Pixel real quick. I don't know if he's
Let me leave the dungeon. There we go. That's weird. I had to click that 3 times before it let
Did
me
you
go.
not move your base? It looks like it's in
Yeah,
the same
I
exact spot.
posted and edited and cleaned up the guide a little bit.
You made a guide for what?
The outer space.
Oh, nice.
Thank you
I'm
very
gonna
much
look
for
at it.
taking the time, dude. I do appreciate it. I really hope we get a diversity of builds in here so that, you know, it's not just, well, Hemi's build or, you know, one other person's build. It's
Yep,
that
that
there's
guy.
a lot of options to choose from.
Let me see.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of outer space lately.
Outer space is really broken this season, especially if you kill ads like you were.
Yeah.
I did notice that. Because
I
you
only
get
did
that
that with
massive.
guys.
Yeah, but no, you should.
I thought Power Surge was the one that I was seeing the most of, or it's doing the most damage.
Yeah, that's outer space.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's huge though, because you get. I can't see the exact numbers right now. You get 25% power surge damage and 18% elemental damage every time you kill something. So just being able to pop over and go pop, 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 pop on an ad, and then you've got essentially 50% more elemental / status damage. Fucking huge, dude.
Yeah. No, it's been good, and I can tell you that mine's not that good. Apparently, the surge stat is more productive than the elemental stat, and I
Yeah,
think those are the main. Yeah, I cannot get.
Faust, you want to invite me?
I ran a test when I first saw a power surge attribute. So I had like 6.4 elemental and then 2.6 power surge, and 2.6 power surge is twice as good.
Yeah. The other
Yeah.
thing to consider is it's based on where your build is. So I'll use crit rate and crit chance as an example for this. The lower your crit rate, the more useless crit damage is. The higher your crit rate, the more useful crit damage is, which is pretty blatant. But when it comes to other builds like Power Surge and stuff, there's a lot of situations where, you know, something may not be useful as like, let me just throw this on naked, you know, and test damage numbers. But when other things increase, it amplifies that, which makes it huge. Like where I'm at with this build, I have 98% crit chance, and crit damage is huge, yes. But I'm reaching that point where weapon damage is actually superior to crit damage.
So you basically hit like a soft cap on it, and getting diminishing returns on crit, and then you switch.
Not so much I'm getting diminishing returns on crit, but let's just say I have 100% crit damage and I hit for 100. So crit is 200 because it's 100. When I go up to 200% crit damage, I now hit for 300 because it's, you know, 100 base.
They don't say
200%,
like
300.
150% to get an extra 50% on top of what you already do. They say 100% is double what you get.
Yes, 100% is a 2 times multiplier. 200% is a 3 times. Now, at that 300%, I'm going to bring up a calculator right now.
Oh boy, he's
On my
really
screen.
splitting hairs. Give me that. Let's just gloss over this bitch. Come on.
100%, or 100 damage by 200% is 300. Now, if I go up to 110 damage, and I do that by, you know, the 200%, I'm now at 330. So by adding 10% weapon damage, I'm doing an extra 30 damage. Versus if I added what would be the equivalent of, you know, well, sorry, 112 by 3. So if I add 12% weapon damage, which is 2 weapon mods of weapon damage, I get 36 more damage. Whereas if I add crit damage, which is 30%, I wouldn't see those same numbers. I would actually be getting 30 instead of 36. So that weapon damage, you know, becomes more valuable.
It was a very long way to say this is better.
Look,
I'm with you, but man,
I think
I'm
the
only on
simplest.
3 sips of coffee here. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging on.
Well, I'm kind of rolling it around in my head as I say it too. I think the best way to put this is once you get above 200% crit damage, weapon damage starts to become more important.
Gotcha. I like that way better. Let's do that next time.
Yeah. And fully ramped up, I've got about 222% crit damage. Yeah. So yeah, weapon damage is definitely becoming a lot more important.
Are we getting a teleport, or am I like going over there?
I mean, you can tell. Hey,
Well, I guess if I had, I wanted the special one.
okay, well.
What a lazy Tony.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go make some.
I like the special one.
Really, Hemi?
What? I told him good luck.
Z? No, you said Z in
Oh.
Warbang.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, it is dark over here.
Yeah.
Is it always nighttime like this for you?
Yeah, no, it's like sometimes it'll brighten up a little bit, but this is just about as bright as it's gonna get.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't envy one going through college. That shit is a bitch. Don't remind me. Okay. That reminds me. I've got to go back for my master's here soon. Ugh.
Oh.
I could put it off a couple of years.
No, don't do that. You gotta get it done as soon as possible, Hemi.
So with my job, once I get my master's, it's a 20K pay bump. So it is worth it, and it opens up some new positions with a higher cap. But at the same time, going back to college for another 2 years, it's just cringe.
Like, I don't wanna, Mom. Mom, I don't wanna go to school.
Dude, I like how you made this little half box thing, quarter wall, to raise up your water thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I tried
I
doing
got that,
this
I
one
got-
time for the chest, and it didn't work out, but I couldn't stack them in there like that.
I didn't have a shelf or anything big enough. That's what people wanted the shelves, because they're wide enough so that they're wide and long enough so that you could put boxes on them. But since I didn't have that, I was like, let me make one myself.
Yeah, that definitely worked out pretty good.
Did we start? I
Where are you
didn't.
at?
I didn't get a timer.
I'm on the
If we
roof
did
of
start.
some building with turrets here.
Oh,
The plant thing. Look over startup. Teleport to Boston? I'm here, am I not? Did I end up somewhere else? Did I go to the wrong base and not pay attention? Is that what happened?
maybe.
Here you are. Now we see you.
Yeah. I must have been at somebody else's house.
There you
really.
go. Hold on. Let me get back over there.
Not realizing.
Wonder
Oh, I hope that wasn't a friendly bear that I just killed up there.
It definitely wasn't a friendly bear. It's a corrupted
okay.
bear, and it spawns on top of their house every time I come back.
Okay, all right, cool. Because I was like, oh, wait a minute, I hope I didn't just kill his like pet like we were doing the thing. Oh, shit. But I fucked it up. All right, so what happens if you take the Cortex out and you run away with them? Then what?
Then I hunt you down. All right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
I'm ready.
I got some bullets.
Go ahead and close the door on the other side. It's not going to be much protection, but it'll be enough.
Nice. Yeah, I cannot get those like surge versions of the better stuff, like for whatever reason.
You won't get those until Mana Boost.
No. So the only way to get the power surge is Operation Chorizo. And from what someone said, you can only get 3 of those boxes a day, allegedly, and you can only get 1 every hour. So you have to wait an hour between Operation Chorizos.
That's what like
So-
all the events I think are kind of that way. Like
Yeah.
Perfect. So what? You could
from
only
spamming
do
them.
pro in the
Yeah.
event to get that.
No, like
Yep.
the only way to get the power surge suffix is the events, and of the events, Operation Chorizo is the only one that lets you use a controller and guarantees 2 legendaries with 2 suffixes.
That's trash.
So yeah, you should.
Kind of like the Manibus boxes from the Manibus event last season.
Yes.
I remember
Yeah.
they
So
were really good.
they removed boxes from Manibus. Manibus is now Resonance, and then they moved it to these again, which is, I think, really dumb. Because now Manibus boxes are only good for mod conversion trash. But I mean, they are some of the best in there. Like, if you go to your mod conversion, it will automatically sort stuff based on, you know, what's the most valuable. And usually Resonance's ones are at the very top of that list.
Yeah, I saw something about that it was in that section, but then I thought that you could get the, because there's 2 pieces that have power surge on. Is that new?
Well, I'm not talking the mods, I'm talking the suffix.
Yeah, power surge stuff. It's the best
Yeah.
one you want for your. You can only get on 2 parts, but it's the best one for the 2 parts.
Yeah, so
Because you have a really high chance of getting status damage.
what Sig was saying is you do want the power surge mod, yes. But you want it with the suffix that's going to give you 6% power surge damage and a 5 or 6% trigger chance. So, in addition to the weapon mod 20% trigger chance, you then throw that in there for an additional 5% on your mask and your weapon. So now you're setting at a plus 30% trigger chance for power surge. Yep, that's what we were talking about.
I can't even get the one power surge.
You mean talent?
Talent, whatever you call it. I can't get that. I've been like grinding the same things. I'm like, oh, I should probably get my build together before I really continue trying to build other builds.
Yeah.
The in between for that is talents, because talents works for all elemental builds. But since we don't have power surge yet, or rather, we don't have we don't have the power surge suffix yet. It's gonna be a grind.
Yeah, I'm not liking the idea though that they're locking it behind like an event like that you.
Yeah, no, it's one of the reasons why we did so much Manibus was because those things were so nice.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They blocked it by blue. How you said Operation Chorizo? You mean Operation
Chiron.
Chiron?
Yeah.
So that's the only way to get the power surge suffix?
Yes, no. So any of the events can give you suffixes from the
Right.
box, but
Right.
Chiron is the only one that lets you use a controller, and the only one that guarantees 2 legendaries with suffixes. So from a practicality standpoint, yes, it's the only one that's worth doing.
Yeah.
You guys are just like open.
Well, no, that's my fault. That's because of how I built. Like I said, I was changing the position of it because of where they spawn. But
No, I'm just saying, like,
You
the
know.
guys aren't even, like, even a slight threat. They just feel
Oh,
like,
no. Oh, no. I think we're done.
Dude, I tried to shoot your bird.
Look,
Like, oh my god, how did he get up here?
and that's it.
Oh boy.
Get your crumb. Get your crumb. The
Crumbs.
delicious crumb.
Can we reach from here? We can. Nice.
Open the door. I was about to say just open the door, but no problem.
Very nice. Do we have any others that we gotta do? Or was that like our first official, like, our hive kind of thing?
That was our first official hive kind of thing.
Nice.
I like it. Easy.
Thank you, Faust.
Yeah,
No problem. No problem.
I'll probably work more on, I might buy that corrosion shotgun. Both of the things I'm looking at doing are both crit builds, so they're kind of like...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to about that one.
Well, the nice thing is you can run Jaws, you can run Predator, and you can run Corrosion, all with pretty much nearly the same identical build.
Yeah, well that's why I said I think I'm going to work towards getting those, because I got the Doombringer, and I just don't have any of the parts for anything with the... So it literally does nothing. I run up to like regular like ads and they're like raid bosses to me.
That's all that's left for me to build is a Bullseye, Doombringer, and Bingo.
Nice. Yeah, I have the weapons, but I don't have the full gear set. I don't think. And
I
don't
got-
have none of the mods.
I got my Vulture top to 3-star last night.
Nice.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I guess that would be a good thing to focus on, things that go for multiple builds, so you could really, like...
You change, like, the minimal changes would be minimal, so that you don't have to completely make a whole new build.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I hate the idea of having to go, like, multiple seasons to try to get something leveled up.
Yeah, nah.
Well, leveling up's more of like a long-term thing.
Yeah. I just like, if you really like a build, I guess you just have to keep building it every season just to get those extra prints so you can level up and stuff up for it.
Honestly, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say it's more of a, as you gamble for the new stuff each season, you get the stuff, and you can then level up whatever build you choose to from it.
Yeah, I haven't done too much with the next thing. I don't know what's in there even right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have went to somebody else's base or something. Oh, I went to Fickle's base. That's what happened. I was like, what? It's not working.
Smoko lives right on top of my house in another world. And, I occasionally go to his house sometimes on accident.
Nice.
It's annoying.
Because he didn't decide to live on 8, is that one?
Yeah, he's on 8, we're on 3.
That's it. Good.
Yeah, it was a little crowded there in 8.
Nah, it makes sense.
I was late.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous. Dude. There was a starting line for the people that were ready to get into the new area.
So, I've been trying to decide how to do this tier list for builds. And I think I'm going to come down to doing long range and close range. Instead of like ad clear or anything like that, because the best way to put it is long range or close range. Because if I say it's good for Primors, I mean, the shotgun's great for Primors, except for Manibus.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then if I try to say it's good for this boss, this boss, this boss, but not for this, you start spreading out so far that it just it
You're not
becomes
going to give us an
diluted.
individual breakdown of every little event in the game?
Oh, we had it. Miami was a gamer.
Yeah, so I think long range and close range is the best because then you can be like, well, this boss is long, this is close.
You're going to require people to use their brains? This is not going to work for me. Dude, do you want to get something shitty? I got a calibration for the shoddy finally, the rapid. And I was like, yeah, it had a double elemental on it. You piece of shit.
Well, it's better than getting a heavy calibration with double fucking straight.
Well, that's what I needed. Oh, that, I guess it was heavy, yeah.
I'm like, I finally get it. It's a purple one. I don't care. But it's a purple, and then I look at.
I heard. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Hey, what the fuck?
Crude red. I only got
There
one
is-
liquid towel. What the bitch?
There is a rainfall reaper over here. What the fuck is going on? Who's doing a fucking?
Did they not get your permission?
Ooh.
Okay, so somebody's doing a purification behind my base and fucking me out. I'm over here building my base and all. Reaper just shows up.
Mobs all over.
I wonder if they're able to damage other players' bases, you know?
I don't
imagine
think they are.
right?
I think we tested that out with the community center in phase 1.
Okay. And it's good if they don't. Just figure they overlooked that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a
Oh,
stretch
yeah.
to think that either. Yeah.
To say, yeah, no, definitely not.
Dude, do you guys have who has what for the backpack shit? Need to
I
do some
can
backpack.
make the backpacks.
No, I mean
I need
just
one.
Everything. I need one
Oh.
definitely. I have nothing. I'm like wiped out at this point. I need a fridge. I need the whole kit and caboodle.
Well, I can make a regular backpack. That
You
aside,
son of
though,
a bitch.
yeah.
You bastard. You're yawning over the mic and making me yawn.
I know.
Now I
you
gotta go.
with that one too.
Alright, everything's successfully reconnected. Now
Wow.
I go and run a few things. I am down 70%. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, there's 3 over there. There's 3 over there, and then there's 1 down there, or is that 2? 2 down there, 2 down there, and then 4 in the front right here. Do I need all of these pumps? No. But do I want all these pumps? Yes.
Morning. Dude, my neighbor has like 25 pumps.
Jesus. Why?
He's got an alt account set up just so he could just do pumps. He's not messing around.
That's like they're limits to how far I'm gonna go for this. Like this dude behind me has a ridiculous amount of pumps. Look at that. Look at all of those pumps. That's nuts. And the worst thing is, look at his shitty farm.
Oh!
Ooh, call him
Look at
out.
that.
Let's call this guy out. What's his
Look at
name?
shitty farm. I don't know.
What's the name of the territory?
I don't know. I know they live behind me. I don't go over there because it's painful to look at.
Wow.
Look at that. All of these pumps.
Oh, man. Ghetto.
You should put a sign up facing his place saying "painful to look at."
Ouch. That would be funny, but
Like, he's only got what? He's got at maximum like 20 crop, 30 to 40 crop plots. And that's it. But with all of these damn pumps.
we lost a couple vending machines here.
There's some who didn't haven't really put anything in there, or they don't need them anymore. So we got a couple open spots.
Yeah, I saw that a lot of them were like empty and shit. Looks sick. Oh wait, what
I
is
also
the
notice his
backpack?
pumps are just haphazardly placed.
Yeah. Yo.
Is it 80 for the backpack?
I mean, if you bring the mats, I can just craft you up the backpack.
Yeah, no, I just see one here that's like 13 days.
80 weight is the highest tier one.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so I don't even need to bother you now, so that's how I can get this. I don't know if I need the explosive sack.
I do. I usually expose the sack when I use that damn thing.
I'm gonna get one just because I found out having the backpacks how this fits me. It really is.
Having it all on you at the same time is so
It's a
confusing.
whole new game to you at that point.
I don't like that they only let you make the like one improvement.
Well, unfortunately, the one person that was on that has something. I think the only. What do you have, Fortune? The sickle and the gloves?
Yeah, just the sickle and the gloves. If you need some improved compound fertilizer, you're gonna have to. I can only make one at a time, which is ridiculous. I also don't have enough deviated mushroom.
Oh my God! You're selling garden gloves that have 1 day on them. Get out! Get out! I don't look forward to this, man.
They've
Fuck this
probably
store.
been in there for a week.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I got the portable fridge in the backpack.
Oh, sweet. All right, I gotta get 15 batteries for a portable fridge ready. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
What else do I need?
I mean, there's one in my vending machine for probably cheaper than you can buy the materials.
Yeah. How new is it now?
I don't know what. Let me look. I'm standing right here. It's on 9 days.
Yeah, we can't
Left.
do it. Can't do it. I need something that's gonna carry me through the phases.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Like, as long as I can make it to the next.
How many days is a fridge?
14.
Yeah, most backpack items are gonna be 14 days.
Yeah, I stuck 2 of them in there when I first put this out.
It's kind of a shame. They should like stop the timer that's sitting in the vending machine. That'd be cool.
Did they make a change to do food items like they're in a refrigerator in the vending machine?
Not yet.
No.
Because
I thought someone said so.
At least
One
not
of
that I
the-
know.
one of the vending machines over here has a whimsical drink that has 5 days durability on it.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they did.
Huh.
5 days is a long time.
It sure is.
I'm gonna blow through that. Shit, mine won't last that long.
I got the chef's knives and the garden gloves, if anybody wants that.
Okay, so in my inventory right now, the shattered bread and the whimsical drink last 17 days. Well, the shattered bread lasts 18 days, and the whimsical drink lasts 17.
Does the backpack have a timer on it?
Yeah.
14 days or 2.
Oh.
And because I have the what is it, the ×2 durability for food with the fucking portable fridge in my backpack, that's why they last so long. So
Yeah, I don't know what, I'm missing something because I have crumbly bread and I have 4 days and I thought I had the extended dura.
did you make it at the community center?
My bread lasted, I think it was
19
half a
days.
month. Yeah, like a little over half a month, even outside of the fridge. It
Wow.
was a full month in the fridge.
Without the fridge?
Yeah, full month in the fridge. That's what I remember. So
My God. I'm going to go
Yeah.
to the community house right now. I guess I don't have the kitchen stove. I thought I did, actually.
The other thing for the portable fridge is 30 gold for the 90%. 30 gold ore.
I gotta go get some gold. I need
And
gold
then-
for a couple of things.
Then let me go look at the crafting bench. I think it's some part.
You know, it's all good. I'll go look around and gather my materials. I'll look up the rest. It's crazy. Appreciate it. over here like, give me my, I need a good one, not that piece of shit, you know, bitch. Almost.
20 metal scrap.
Yeah, dude, these are
And then-
way better. I gotta try this now.
Gold, silver, copper.
I kind of wish they'd make it like the stuff like in the interim. It says gold, silver. I honestly think they should have it like tungsten, aluminum, and all the other stuff.
Yeah. That one's 9 days.
It's weird. All right, let me.
I still have portable fridge too.
Yeah, I just stuck 2 new backpack extensions in my vending machine, but somebody over at the community center has them a lot lower price than I do.
Yeah, I just bought one of those really low price ones. Sorry, I was like,
There
hey,
was-
look at that.
Somebody that had 40s really low, then there's also, I noticed this morning, somebody had 80s in there pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah, I just bought the 80s. I don't know whose this is. Let me see. Oh, I see who it is. I see who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
that sums it up right there.
consistently selling them at 18,000.
For what?
The backpack extension 80s.
Ah,
Wow.
and justified crafting them. It costs me 15 stardust per to make the platinum crystals. So 450 stardust. And if I just sold the stardust, it would go for 30k. And I don't have enough of the crystals extra just to use that.
Yeah, well, I used the last of my crystals this morning to make 2 more to stick in there.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to craft them, I have the spec for it now. Which reminds me, I need to actually go to that roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that kitchen thing. So when I looked at that meal, that crumbly bread was only 9 days when I crafted it on there with the backpack, with the portable fridge.
Yeah, there's one at the community center
That's the
that
one I
has
used.
full spec. Did you
Yeah,
use it today or was it
I
yesterday?
just used it just now.
What?
Yeah, I just used it right now, and I got a crumbly bread that's 9 days.
That doesn't. Is your back?
Which-
Is
Which
your
portable fridge do you have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, is it 90%?
80.
Okay, so it's not the max one.
I see.
I've been running around with a 70.
It shouldn't make that huge of a difference, but
No, it shouldn't.
It's
I've got a 90 and I've got 16 days on my crumbly bread. Now, the bread you crafted, does it have long-term storage on it? Like if you hover over the crumbly bread?
I have long-term storage, doubles the shelf life,
Yeah.
and gourmand kitchen set.
Yeah, so it should be 19 days. I wonder if that 80% is just acting really, really weird.
It probably is.
That is weird because yeah, the difference between 80 and 90% is like a month.
Maybe
I mean,
it cuts the durability loss by 80% and then applies the double shelf life instead of, doing doubling shelf life and then 80%. So it ends up being like instead of being a 10% difference, it's more like a 20 or 30.
Yeah, I'll have to see. We're gonna go try and gather the materials, I think, for the cake. I have like less than a day left on my stuff, and everything else I have is already gone.
Don't forget to ping someone on Discord to craft it, man.
There's somebody here.
Oh, is there?
I just gotta go gather some of that stuff, but like I have no gold and shit.
I am fucking
Well,
trying
that
to figure out what I
sucks.
want to do.
How much gold do you need?
Not much. I just keep giving it away though.
Is it
like, if
30?
somebody needs it,
How much gold does he need to make the backpack or the fridge?
Barely making any sound.
I don't think Sai's talking to us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what did you say? Someone talk to me?
We
Oh,
thought you were
watching
talking to
videos.
us.
Yeah, I thought that was you responding. I'm like,
Wait, what? I'm watching a video on how to get some Elden Ring. Hang on a second.
And,
Past
it
minute.
just. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, Hemi, question.
5.
You said we could use we could go to when we're playing Operation Chiron, we could use a controller to get
When you
stuff from the
complete
box?
Operation Chiron, you'll get the loot box. As long as it's legendary, you can then use a controller to open it. You don't have to use a controller. But using a controller is massive.
Give me a second.
I forgot. I've already got one of these.
When
I
you
gotta-
get that excited, do you have like a sandwich bag over your mic and stuff? Like, how does that work? Is it like a keyboard protector?
You talking about Faustin over there? Or you talking about me?
I'm sorry about that.
I need to get this shit up for sale.
I
I've got
see
a
that
corrosion.
calibration. Just it doesn't work.
Yeah, I've got a corrosion shotgun calibration. I've got a shrapnel SOCR calibration. I've got a predator calibration. I need to get these things sold before next week.
Yeah. So that way, there's people to sell them to.
Well, there'll be a huge supply next week, so demand will drop.
That's capitalism. I guess I should open these 5 more boxes. Worth it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. I was just like not by the computer, and I came back, and so you guys were like, I was like, why is there 1,000 people in Discord? What was going on?
Yeah.
Didn't even like click to me at all. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I always have like all the names on the left side of my screen. It nearly went down my entire monitor. We were like 2 people away from covering the entire screen.
Damn.
Get all the way up. We'll get this. Get all the food and water put up in there. Maybe go do something.
Dude, I'm waiting for somebody to get the metal shelves before fucking Tiger. I just want to see him like have a meltdown.
Jesus.
I was like the other day, I was like, he came in and I was like, I can't believe we all got the metal shells, 3 of us in like one day. Just to see what he was gonna say.
Jesus.
I was like, that's what he didn't like blow his top, but he was like, you know, he was really holding it back, and then after, like, I told him I was just joking, he's like, you motherfucker.
Oh, Hemi, did anyone tell you yet? Some fucker came in here looking for you yesterday.
Oh,
Someone,
yeah, no.
the ex-Mortal Kings, whatever.
Yeah, no, I talked to him in general chat. I was playing games with the wife, though, so it wasn't in this Discord voice.
Yeah, I was, I don't know, I told him, I was like, just talk to him, like, he's chill. I'm sure he may have said something, but he's not an asshole, so.
You know, from what I get...
And then I was like, or you can talk shit to him, I don't know, that's up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this person the benefit of the doubt. But the short story, though, is that Riot Raptor guy, after I ended up blocking him and basically just told him, hey, dude, you should probably stop spamming, because at this point you guys are just basically spamming. I blocked him just to ignore him. And then someone on an account with near identical name DM'd me, level 2,
Is that what happened?
DMing me some real shit, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking tolerate this, especially talking about my fucking family. So then he joined the Discord, and I just straight banned him after that. But benefit of the doubt, it seems like it could have been someone else who just impersonated him.
Trying to start shit.
Maybe, I don't know.
I say
have no
benefit of
clue.
the doubt because heavy leaning, I don't think that's the case. But at the same time, you know, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt on it. Because, I mean, worst case, I could just kick it from the Discord. It's a simple fix. Very minimal risk on my end.
I have no clue what was going on. I was like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
If he talked to him, you know.
Yeah. From what I understand, him or his friend were bothered by the fact that I called them out the other day as being a troll.
Why would you be like? I don't understand.
I mean,
get mad all the troll if you're actually being a fucking troll.
Well, they weren't trolling then. I was calling them out for being a troll for what they previously done. Yeah, and the fact they came in the Discord though, that tells me, you know, maybe there's something happening. Because normally trolls won't give a fuck. If someone gives a fuck, they're generally not a troll. So that's why.
I think it was just one of his friends. I don't know. He was like, it's not cool, dude. Like, we're not even in that warband or anything anymore. I was like, I don't know, man.
But yeah, that's another thing that led into me being able to give him the benefit of that. Because it's like, this doesn't fit the typical behavior of a troll.
Exactly. He came in here like he was genuinely like asking you to just stop. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't like talking shit or anything. He was.
I get you. That's why I was, you know, I approached it a little differently than just, you know, screw off. I try to be fair where I can, and not overly judgmental. Besides whatever I'm bullshitting around.
Like when you post in chat just to watch the world burn.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
It's sometimes, man, you gotta have a couple laughs.
All right, I think I have enough gold now.
Do you?
I do.
Do you think?
I think I have 150. I think that's enough.
That's more than enough. It's probably enough for 2.
Ooh. Cool.
Hey.
2 is like 1, but like double. I like that. I love that Foster just gets my stupid here. I feel like he's like equally as stupid as I am, but that he's just like, yeah, go.
I wasn't gonna say it, man.
Like dumb and dumber, you know what I mean? Damn it. Sorry to drag you down, buddy.
No, it's fine. I'm perfectly happy with it.
I feel like I'm dragging you down, sorry.
I'm looking for food, and I gotta make tea, and I'm also bored as shit because it's due.
Alright, so now I think I just gotta go make 15 batteries.
Oof. I think that's what's up. That's gonna be expensive.
I need to log out and switch out my fuel soon.
Oh, you have like an alt running fuel?
No, just one account, but I just haven't been logging in a whole lot. I got everything set up. I got all my tier my 5 shit, you know. Ran like 30 controllers, and now I'm just waiting for Pro while my refineries run.
God, yes, Pro. I need Pro so bad right now. I would be in a dungeon. I would be in a silo right now. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just have to run silos until I can get me a heavy calibration with double L. So I don't even care if it's legendary or not. I just need it.
I'm wondering, there's got to be like best places to get certain types of calibrations, right? I wonder if there is. Is there anywhere that
get a lot of analytical data? But I
like
think
I
think overall it's semi-random.
Yeah, my
Anybody
only
want the chef
thing
knife?
to go off of is the crossbow ones, because you only get those like very early game, right? I don't know.
Yeah, well, crossbows are only blue,
Yeah,
so you're only going to
that's
give them places to drop.
Yeah, so that's not part of it.
But it's silo alpha. Maybe I'll pick up something there.
Yeah, there's 2 spots. It's the face mask and the weapon mod that rolls, you can roll surge on, and I just can't get them for some reason.
Well, you're not going to roll surge unless you do Operation Chiron.
Yeah, you gotta do power.
I didn't know that. I've been running that, thinking that I could get it, and I'm just not getting it.
Yeah.
Do you open the box?
Well, when you read the note on the freaking thing where you can like do the modification thing for the mods, it says to go to the place that I was at to get it.
Well, no, that's where you drop the mod, but you can't get the power surge suffix anywhere other than Operation Chiron.
No, I know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Just the mod?
Yeah, the secondary stat.
Oh.
Can't
so-
get it to drop.
Wait, secondary stat.
Yeah, the attribute effect.
For...
Not the mod itself is not called Power Surge like the Power Surge one, but there is a stat that you could either get Elemental as the primary attribute, or you can get Power
You're just
Surge.
trying.
Yes, so Power Surge only comes from the Power Surge suffix. And the only way to get the Power Surge suffix is Operation Shiro.
Oh, well, the thing says that you can get it in that silo. I thought maybe I misread that.
Unless it's a pro-only thing, or a very, very rare chance. Because originally, I believe you could occasionally get those. But I don't think I don't think so.
I never did. Only Prime Wars last season.
Yeah. Mana Boost was the only one where I got Power Surge.
Gotcha. Yeah, the surge
Yeah, they
effect.
changed it up this season.
That sucks.
I also don't know why they chose Operation Tyron. The one.
Because,
That's the longest one.
well, it's the highest tier event.
Right.
We really need to get another, high tier event for it, or something.
I mean, it makes sense because all the other events you can finish within, 10 seconds, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's Paradise Lost,
I mean-
maybe not, because it
Yeah.
forces
I mean-
you to wait.
Yeah, no, I'm a Paradise
Right.
Lost right. If I could get one from that, it'd be awesome. But
Your house update's done. Now that I finally had those white squares.
Oh, really? I got a new house yet?
It just changed some of your roofs.
it's put new shit.
Tony's getting hooked
I got
up.
a new roof? Sweet.
Well, that's why the old one had wood at the top for the top ring. It's because I was waiting to get that to change it to a white ring for the white roof.
Oh, all the way up here. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That looks like a distressed cedar shake. Sounds special. Sound like a pizza.
What?
Do you even know what that is?
No.
Yeah. This is like the rich neighborhood out on the east end of Long Island, all the way out on like the port, like way out there. Only the really wealthy people live there. And like everybody has like the mansion for the summer house. Like they go out there and they hang out and they have big parties and shit.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, dude, they are the scummiest people on the planet. Let me tell you. They really are. I had a chance to really work for like just your average Joe people or really wealthy people. I'd pick the Joe people every single time.
See,
Okay.
I'd pick the really wealthy
You
people
could, I don't
because
know.
because then I could just start a telework job and hire someone to actually work with them, so that I don't actually have to work with them.
No, I'm just saying, like, every time, except that one guy, I ran into this one guy who was really wealthy. You ever hear of the guy who made the hover-round wheelchairs?
Oh yeah.
I actually used to live a couple of neighborhoods away from where he invented that, like, on Long Island. And I worked for him in Florida. I just went to a job. A different guy was running that job, and I just went there to help him that day because he was getting really jammed up. He had a 20,000 square foot house right on the fucking beach, and every single thing in his house was low voltage Lutron, which could be controlled by computer on and off from any single thing in his entire house. It was like
That
nutty.
is
So like, yeah, it was a lot of work. Like it was a lot of wires in that guy's house just to do stuff. And the guy was the coolest dude. I was sitting down. He had a fridge that he kept stocked for the workers with like Gatorades and just food and bullshit on the job all the time. And I was outside talking to him on the balcony in the back one day, and he was like sitting there, and he's like, they have like these big coral, like 12-inch wide railings that they do out there, and so he's like leaning on that, and he's like, yeah, I want to get screened in because the bugs out here are atrocious. And I was like, yeah, and he's like, but I can't just put the screen right here because then I won't be able to put my arms on the railing. So I got to get like this massive, like $150,000 freaking lanai cage that goes over the pool and the balcony at the same time, so he can put his arms on the railing. But he was like the coolest dude. When I tell you, like his part of the house was like a pad for his son, like a bachelor pad, and it was just like all granite kitchen. Like the spot for his son was 5,000 square feet on its own.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it
I
was
mean,
just
when you reach a
mad.
certain point, you just pay for convenience, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, but I just like that he wasn't a dick. Like, I've worked for people, like, I went to this one house. They had this $5 million piece of little property, which is cheap for that particular area. And this lady was like an absolute tyrant. She was a straight piece of shit. I remember there was people at the beginning of the job that all they had to do was be out in the Florida sun in the middle of the summer and dig trenches. And this lady was
That's
like
asking a lot,
a
Tony.
complete scumbag.
Yeah.
I live in Florida. I would never want to be outside digging trenches.
I ain't digging no trenches in Florida.
Hell no. It's like all they gotta do is the hardest thing ever.
You got to pay me like $1,000. And then I
I thought a
don't
lot
do
of
it
the
for 5
people-
minutes.
The people that are assholes like that are usually the ones who didn't earn the wealth. They're the ones who it got passed down to. And I'm not trying to hit on generational wealth. You should set your kids up for success. But usually the ones who become assholes, not all, but some are the ones who have that.
Yeah.
Because they never had to do all the hard work to earn it, so they don't respect it, and they treat everyone like shit. And it's like, bruh,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
They don't know what it's like for someone to be an asshole to them because everyone kisses up to them, you know? 'Cause they have
True.
money.
I feel like a
All their
lot
friends
of
wanna,
movie
you know.
stars are like that too.
So I just woke up to the pest control guy who,
Yeah.
with an unscheduled visit, who decided to knock on my door, and I mean like doom 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 doom
Like
doom
he's the
doom.
police?
Police raid
Like
style.
he's
He
Oh,
fucking
hell no.
pounded on my door like the fucking zombies were chasing him, and then
One of the pests, dude. It's his job.
and then I answer the door, and he's like, "Yeah, here, I'm just here to go around the outside, do my inspection. Just let me know if you need anything." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm sleeping." And then he was like, "Yeah, okay." And he started talking to me, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I've got severe sleep problems. I need to go lay down, or I'm gonna die." I don't remember what I said, but it was dramatic.
You were
And then I
not
went
happy.
back up, and I couldn't sleep.
Oh,
I'm not mad because they're doing their job, but like, dude, the dude knocked. The guy's a giant for what he's supposed to be, and he knocked like Andre the Giant.
I was just gonna say Andre. That's funny.
Nah, bro. You are a better person than I am because whenever
Yeah,
somebody,
Oh, I was nice to him
schedule?
because he's a pest control guy. If it had been a Jehovah's Witness, they would have been facing Satan today. I swear to you. Would have been facing down the Dark Lord.
All right. Do you still available for that fridge backpack thing? Lots of cricket
Yeah.
on it. All right. Sweet.
Lost
I
me.
think I have everything. I have the batteries and the gold and I don't know what other little bullshit.
All right, let me.
What'd you say?
Get over
metal
to it.
scraps?
Oh no, I can. Community center.
Sounds good. So it was metal scraps, gold, and 15 batteries.
Does that shit work now?
Yeah.
Okay, because it definitely didn't work last season, the entire season.
What's that?
The refrigerator backpack.
Really?
Yeah, it did not work at all.
Yeah, no, there was
Mine was
a huge
working.
bug.
Mine was working halfway through, but it wasn't showing. It was working.
Mine was definitely not. Like, I like went out of my way to
Yeah,
like
we
record
we
the
talked
data.
about this. Yeah.
Up, I just got the golden old next to Golden Boys.
I hope it
Careful,
works
right?
for you for sure. I'm not trying to be a doom and gloom person right now, but for 15 batteries, that shit better work. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I guess being that you just have the resource laying around, it doesn't feel that painful. But if you would try to sell them, yeah, then you got to figure out a little bit of money.
I run my shit on spoiled food, so I don't even want it now. Like, because I have the compost backpack, so I just recycle my spoiled food into high-tier fertilizer.
Nice.
So you want
It
That's
doesn't turn
awesome.
into the improved fertilizer. I'm sorry, Psych, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was that?
No, you're good. I said so. You just want it to turn into fertilizer, or you want it to spoil.
Yeah, might as well, like,
Yeah.
I just keep like 100 spoiled food on me at all times because every 5 minutes it turns into mushrooms or fertilizer.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you have a
I'll try that
mushroom
one, yeah.
and then it spoils and it turns back into a mushroom?
Yeah, that's definitely happened. Like I've
That's
seen
weird.
that happen. Like, oh, my mushroom's
Oh, yeah.
spoiled. Oh, now I have a
You just let
mushroom.
it- Yeah, you let it keep going until it eventually turns into the fertilizer or whatever, however it works.
You don't think Hemi left because of the Jehovah's Witness joke, right? Like, I didn't, like, hit
I
her.
don't know.
Okay, it's just coincidence, right? Okay, good.
I don't think so.
Well, because anytime you make a joke about a religion, you know, you run the risk of hitting somebody's nerves the wrong way, and that's not my goal. I like to say offensive things. I like to make dirty jokes and stuff, but I truly don't actually want to hurt anybody. You know?
I mean, he's always a little busy, you know.
Yeah, I highly doubt that was it.
a
But
lot.
I thought I'd ask just in case. You know what I mean? Just like, okay.
Oh shit! I forgot I was in a party.
Wait a minute, wait.
I know. I saw him pop up. And I was like, "Oh, what are we doing?"
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
I mean,
You're on
people
early.
want-
'Cause if we get the boys together in the afternoon, let's do the Purify as early as we can.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Which
much.
I'm down to do multiple Purifies.
Oh, that's
too.
just
Okay.
excess parts.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we'll
What
have to
about you?
wait
Can I
on-
get you anything?
Anal will probably be the latest.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have anal tonight, don't worry.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
I just
I know.
tuned back in. I just tuned back in.
Dude, I was
Anal.
listening to that, just laughing like it.
We need anal, dude. He's our only hope.
What can he do? Wait, I missed it.
No, I was making a joke about his
Oh,
name.
okay. I thought maybe he had like a specialization you needed. I was like, I might have it.
Oh,
I was saying anal is probably gonna be the last one on. we're
That
gonna
guy's
be
a
waiting
chode,
for.
but I like him. I'll tell him to his face.
he's a what?
I genuinely like him. He's a chode.
That's funny.
He's like a good kind of chode. You know
who's
exactly
fucking
what
that
you're
word?
getting with anal.
A
You know what I
kid
mean?
that was
Like,
11 years
Yeah.
old.
oh, that sounds so
just
weird to
know.
say out loud. You know exactly what you're getting with anal.
His tone is. I don't know.
I suspect he may be a fellow autist, but I don't know. I suspect.
Let's see what's in,
I'm in the middle of getting diagnosed.
oh, yeah.
I was on the spectrum in ADHD, yeah. As a 41-year-old.
Hey, Boston,
Yo.
nobody wants your fucking purified water.
And that's, you know, without even knowing the context, that's unequivocally true.
I just put it in there because I thought it'd be funny. I've seen people sell that shit for like fucking 5 EL each, and I'm like, really?
Dude, I put like one stack of something in there. I just I've never sold that in.
Sorry, somebody has a bunch of salt in one of them.
Yeah, that's Hemi.
It's your name. I wish they showed the actual name on these vending machines.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, it's under his alt, so I understand why it doesn't. But at the let me see the name so I know who it is. Or maybe it should say stop by. So you know, like it's
bought my shitty fragment.
which fragment was it?
It was a piece of garbage. Whatever it was.
Is that the name of the fragment? It's a pretty fucking weird name.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
need-
It was,
It's like-
what was it? Actually, I posted it because I wanted to see if anybody was looking for it. If they wanted it, I was just going to give it to them. But then I put it in my machine and sold it for 5,000. Because it was like junk. It was like something that nobody wanted.
I miss it so much.
It was gold knife memory frag.
Oh, ew. What does that do?
It's a throwing knife that's like a
Throwing
throwable.
knife. If it explodes.
It does good damage, but it's not worth the specialization at all.
I mean, I use the throwing knives, but that's just to get the tactical buff so that I can
Mm.
Yeah.
gun. That's it. I don't
Yeah.
need the gun. I don't need the knife to do any extra damage beyond that. Like, you don't even have to hit the enemy with the knife. You just throw the knife and hit.
Hey, could you put some freaking sickles in your machine here? I just came over here for a sickle and you're sickleless. You have two things that you're good at. You're good at garden gloves and sickles, and you don't have 50% of your shit here. What's good?
Well, I'm sorry that people like my sickle. That, you know, I also over there in like 24 or so.
See which one of
I
these
didn't know they
helmets
sell
is best.
honestly didn't think they'd sell out that quickly, but I guess it's it's made out of coal.
I think it's because everybody's after that reset time where they lost their original set. Everybody's looking. I think now is the time to sell a bunch of shit.
Alright, so I'm just gonna make them on fast and then go put them in there. Because after... No, go ahead.
I was saying I think I might do the same thing. Put a couple things, see if they sell.
Yeah, especially with how pros coming out next week, and everybody's going to be heavy into farming for that, the crumbly bread and the wings cookies and all of the other food buff items that they're going to need. The sickles and the gloves are probably going to come in.
Dude, it's so sad. I cannot sell a tungsten alloy pickaxe for 1 EL.
Well,
nobody wants it. I can't give them away. I tried giving them away. People are like, take your fucking shit and shove it.
So the funniest part about that is it's because most smart. And I know they did. I actually watched somebody decide to bring over weapons and gear, which makes no damn sense. I don't know why you would bring over gear, but I watched some dude bring over gear because he's like, yeah, no, when it's locked to level 3, I'll be able to equip my gear. And I was like, bro, by the time you get there, you'll have more materials to make the gear. It's a waste of points to just bring that over, but it's whatever. People do what they want, but sometimes you gotta be a bit smart. Anyway, I went on a complete tangent there. I'm also shooting face. I'm just gonna mill out the sickles. I'm gonna go out and farm some gold, get more to just make sickles. Okay.
Gold all over around by the base right now. That's weird.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of them between my house and the hub.
Well, that's because people have. Well, it's because people have stopped mining it for right now. They're. You would think now would be the time for them to mine it because AP ammo, a good AP ammo, or at least my AP ammo, takes gold. So if you're using Surge, and
that's a bitch.
Yeah.
Gold goes for AP ammo. That's ridiculous.
No, you can use the regular one, but
use ingots?
No, just regular gold. Just gold ore. So you don't like. What I do is it's between the AP ammo that requires gunpowder and the one that requires gold. The gunpowder just gives you plus 15 weapon damage and then plus 15 side damage. Side
like every third word or something.
Yeah, it's probably my internet connection. If I'm being 100% with, it's been like that for the last couple of days, and it might be Bright. Might be time for Bright House to stop throttling the internet. But honestly, yeah, I probably should reset my router.
Yeah, I think if you check that might be what's going on. I hear you. I have terrible internet here. I've had problem it got so bad because they don't have subterranean lines here. They have a lot of above ground shit. And
over landlines? Really?
Yeah, they have I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm like a very rural place. And they have squirrels eat the lines all the time. So a couple times a year I have to call up and be like, hey, my internet's crap again. And then they don't believe me and I have to go through this ridiculous process of calling them all the time.
I didn't know they wouldn't have subterranean lines. I thought that was standard procedure for all ISPs.
It should be, but it's not quite there yet. I've already had 3 disconnects today.
That's
the day's half over.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just and I pulled up and they've got to the point that they know they can't fix it. I know they can't fix it, and well, why am I paying you this much money then? You give me shitty internet bill instead of the full price bill.
It's only a fair trade at this point. I'm not even joking.
I'm just being serious. Yeah, if you can't offer me what you're supposed to be, you're guaranteed uptime. You can't beat that, then you should be giving me. I should not be paying you full price on my bill.
Oh, 100%.
I pay $85 a month for that.
Jesus,
come on, man. And it's only 300 megabytes. megabits.
I'd say honestly, that's still a pretty good. That's pretty like up and down.
No, I did like 11 up.
I mean,
The standard 10, you know? Because when I first got here, it was 100 down and 10 up. That was like, you know, the base standard for I have minimal, you know?
right. See,
That's
they
like the
like
minimum standard, I think, that you can get away with.
they gave us 500 up and like they said like 15 down. No, 500 down, 15 up, and I was like, that's fine and everything, but your internet keeps like you throttle that constantly, and they're like, no, we don't. I'm like, don't bullshit me. First off,
Yeah. Well, it
Second
got
off-
so bad, I had to put a monitor on it to watch it all the time. So now I'm literally pinging a node every 1 second. And that's bandwidth well spent, in my opinion, because I can tell you how much exactly I'm down. Like, it calculates everything. And I'm like, dude, come on.
I know what you're doing over there. Stop fucking with my internet.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you know, it's fine, and I get it. You know, I'm like at the end of the run, basically, in a very underdeveloped area, so I get it. You know.
That's actually that that makes sense. We're not in the middle of nowhere, but I'm out where like I live in an area that is largely underdeveloped as far as houses go. Like not in the ghetto, but we're in where people to retire and get away from everybody else.
I'm in the ghetto,
Oh yeah. And you have the
but it's
insect
not
guy
bad. I
coming.
mean, it's fine. I like all my neighbors. It's great. Just a low-income area.
You have the ghetto, but you have like the bug guy coming. You have the milkman coming too.
I don't think it's a thing anywhere anymore.
Dude, I
would be
remember
surprised.
seeing like the end of that. You know, like as a kid, that was still around a little bit.
The milkman?
Yeah. There was still
I
some
think-
people
I don't
who still had
remember
that service.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah. Like I caught it as it was like dying out, but it was still a thing to blast bottles and everything.
Shit, I remember when payphones were being phased out.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that one got me because I was like, what is going on here? I worked at Walmart at the time, and they still had payphones. Operational payphones, mind you. This was 2016. And
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember both payphones like being around in like the 90s.
I just, at this point, I'm like, I understand that everyone should, I can't say that, not everyone should, no, everyone should have a fucking, I'm not saying you need a smartphone, but I am saying that at this point, everyone should have at least some fuck off cheap ass smartphone, like some cheap
Yeah.
fucking, so they can.
You know what's funny is if you're having a conversation with a guy who refuses to have a phone.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. That's what.
I can't stand it until I actually need to have one. You know, like if I went anywhere, I would guess I
I
would
still
need
feel like.
one.
Do you have a
All right.
landline?
Portable
Yeah,
fridge
yeah.
test. I just made 3 whimsical drinks. I got 9 days. With
They changed the name of the shattered bread to crumbly bread or something.
80% fridge.
See, yeah, that's what happened with me. Did you? Let's see. This is like a. Okay, so we have the. You know what? I'm gonna go back and check that too to see if my fridge now changed the days. Yeah, it went from. Dude, so now
Yeah.
I have the 90% fridge, and it went from 9 days to 19 days.
Holy
Yep.
shit! Okay, no, that means that's wrong. That means that whatever
Yeah, that
the
means
in the
the
fridge is wrong.
calculation is.
No, that's correct.
Because you go from 2 days to 9 days.
I mean, is it make? It should be like a normal fridge, right? So
No, I think it's like the way that the calculation works, like when I was going before.
Yeah.
It's like compounded.
Yeah, I
I
went
mean,
from 2 days to 19 days. Or
That's
from
dope.
9 days
Glad
to
it's
19 days doing the 80 fridge to the 90 fridge.
I'm glad it's working. I don't want it, but I'm glad it's working.
I'm really looking around for a sickle these days. I can't seem to find one.
I'm in a dungeon, sir.
I literally just said that.
let me get out and I'll get you a sickle. Unless, you know, you want gloves too, then you're gonna have to wait a minute.
You know I have the gloves.
Oh, that's right, you don't.
Yeah.
You have the improved gloves.
The top-notch one?
Yeah, the
Gold.
12%.
Yeah, I got the gold one.
Okay.
I managed to, like, somehow find a bunch of gold.
Again, that's still strange to me that you have to know what actually, like, farms it today. I mean, it is a Monday. Most people at work, we're the mostly so. But, it's weird to
Game
me
always
that...
crashes the first time I launch it, right? It's like it'll do loading game 100%. It's still unresponsive.
Nah, see that one, I think, again, is having to do with the shaders. It shouldn't do that to begin with, but
Yeah, I wonder why yours was all fucked up.
It's not good. I reinstalled it recently too. This was fucked.
I remember you saying that.
like I said, this is why we have that service.
All good. No worries.
But yeah, no. I mean, make some sickles and then I'll put them up. But I am glad you reminded me that because I don't go because I'm too busy trying to find weapons.
It's always hard with everything, so I never get to use the sickles.
Yeah, I need to get a better stove. Does anybody have the improved
I have
stove?
Gourmand, but I don't have the 2-piece.
I have the double durability, the 200% durability. What you're looking for? Yes.
Yeah, when you get a chance. When I meet up with you, maybe for doing the sickle or the other or whatever. I mean, I'll just buy
Yeah,
a
I got
sickle out of the machine, but yeah, when you get a chance.
I mean, if you want a sickle, I'll just make you a sickle, but I do need to put sickles in machines, so I'll just make 5 machines.
Yeah, I got cheesy. I put one knife in there. I didn't even do my garden gloves.
Uh,
I feel like nobody wants them anyway.
Gardening gloves,
I
probably.
have a bunch, so I was like, eh.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, I don't think anybody needs the gardening gloves. They'll probably, with the yield boost, but not the yield, the breeding boost, I don't think people are going to bother with the gloves like at first. That would have been fine. I'm keeping them, obviously.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
And then how easy it is to get mushrooms now. Like, they're not worried about how many seeds they get. As long as they have the breeding boost on, they can just have the mushrooms, harvest them. Like, it's better to just, I mean, unless they're going to go around collecting plants, but at this point, we're in phase 3, nobody should be collecting. What they should be doing is breeding seeds. So, the sickle would probably be better.
Yeah, so now, I can't even get the mods that I need to, like, improve
Yeah, no,
the
not-
damage.
Not even until you get to, like, you could get the naked mods.
See, I
Definitely.
think that the Power Surge affix and the Power Surge subset are 2 different things. I think I could get the subset, but I can't actually get it. It won't drop. But
No,
the
the
one that's
suffix.
the actual, like, you
The
know.
Power Surge Affix only drops from Prime Wars.
Well, no, it doesn't drop from Prime Wars anymore. It drops from Operation Power.
Oh.
Still a low chance.
Oh, that
And the
changed.
the issue with that is in making it so it only drops from that particular public event, it kind of defeats the purpose. They turned Prime Wars into just mod conversion fodder. You know what I mean? So now when they do Prime, like most of the point, when I did the public event, I did it because I needed to get the Power Surge suffix so that I could convert whatever it was on into something that I actually need. But now we can only get it from one particular place. It makes it, because you could still get it from the Prime Wars too. Like, you get it from the Prime Wars and the public. Now you've only put it in one place. It makes it infinitely less. It makes it almost not worth doing. Like, I'm only doing Operation Chiron because it gives me, it gives me the Stardust plus the EL and shit. But now I have to do it if I want to power surge self-experiment. Meanwhile, like, I don't know what it is for everything else. But if power surge only drops from my position, it makes it a pain in my ass. Is it that bad?
A little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, and then I'm gonna go reset my thing. But that's not what I do.
Oh, wow, that's all these weapons. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna build one.
Alright, I'll be right back. Let me go reset my internet.
Yep.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Alright, back to EX1. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out. So, is that one event available to us now? Does that come up at this phase?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look for that one. So,
Yeah, if you watch in World Chat, somebody will post it in World Chat and it'll have a link that says go. And you click on that and it'll take you right to it, to which world it's in.
yeah, I'll have to start trying to pay attention for the Chiron. But yeah,
And it's a lot better than it used to be, where somebody would post it and say it, and then you'd have to go try to figure out, have to ask what world it's in so you can go there.
yeah, they need to do that one with the oil fields. I mean, I don't like doing that, but like the oil field thing, they have a thing that says go, and then it just takes you to the world, and you have to know where that place is. It just take you there.
I wanna take you there. Like a mystery. Now that shit's stuck in my head again. Thank you,
No.
Deadpool and Wolverine, for getting Madonna stuck in my head after fucking 30 years.
It could be worse.
Ha ha ha.
That's true. I actually like all of that 80s Madonna shit. Like 100% of it. Every song is really good. Like every fucking song she put out was a banger up until like the mid 90s. Like, fucking woman was a
Yeah,
genius.
she was.
Now she's turned into a plastic surgery goblin, but whatever.
She's still getting those young men.
She's so rich she could look like fucking the Crypt Keeper in the face and she could fucking eat 19-year-old on the planet. I'd have sex with Madonna right now. Well, I'm in my 40s, so, you know.
She don't want you. You past your prime.
That's what I'm saying. I'm aged out like Leo DiCaprio's roles. 25 was a long time ago. Like a mystery. The whole song is about getting nutted on, you know. Like, literally the whole song's about taking a facial. That is what the song is about.
Thank you. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the midnight hour, I can feel your power down on my knees. I want to take you there, yeah, bud.
Yeah, I for some reason just never really like
It's like
paid close attention to the
you
lyrics.
could just change the lyrics like, I'm gonna suck
It's
your
time
dick.
to.
I'm gonna suck your dick.
Like, it's funny, like I always have people who like I could be even singing along with it, I still just don't notice what it means.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still a good song. It doesn't change anything. But, like, you know, if you examine the lyrics, it becomes very clear. It's about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, yeah, I just don't have an ability to do that. I hear the music and I just go along with it. I'm like, yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
song.
that's perfectly great. There's
Now
nothing
I'm
wrong with
thinking
that.
about, yeah. Like,
People cram too much meaning into things. Like I just watched the episode of South Park the other day where they were talking about Catcher in the Rye and they wrote that book, Scrody McBooger Balls.
Yeah.
And like the whole point of it is that like there was no meaning and all these people were putting all this meaning into it.
yeah.
Sometimes that's how music is, man. Especially like 80s Madonna. Like
I don't know how I never read that book. I read it much later, like in my Catcher in the Rye, just to see
Listen.
what the hell all the hype is about.
the hype is ridiculous because that book is just like what's his name? Oh, I can't remember the name of that. J.D. Salinger being able to write as if he is someone else. Like write as if it's someone's diary. That's what makes that book so good, is that it feels like you're reading someone's diary. not the political points. There really aren't many political points. The guy's too ignorant of politics in the book to be able to make any political points.
They just, there was like a big thing about all the assassins that seemed to have a copy of that book and stuff, and then they started like going.
Well, there was the guy who killed John Lennon. Like, was like, I gotta, you know, he was just like,
But when you consider that it was
like
high
Ezra
school,
Miller.
you know, you had to read that book. You know what I mean? That was part of the curriculum. And stuff. It makes a
See,
lot
I
of
was
sense.
that kid when I got to the grade where they were trying to make me read it. I read it like 3 grades prior. I like all those accelerated reader books and stuff. I just read for fun when I was a kid. I was a turbo nerd. The only one I really hated was The Good Earth by Pearl S.
So
Buck.
the moving house is right north of Deadsville this
Oh,
week.
thank you. I'm gonna go do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever read The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. It is about, like, people who have horrific conditions. It is just such a depressing book. The whole book sucks. Fuck that book. I'd rather read Uncle Tom's Cabin again than that book. Alright.
I'm not a big reader. I like read a book very occasionally. Like if the power goes out for days straight, I might pick up a book.
Hey, man, at least you read. I ain't judging. But
Yeah, no,
I'm a
you-
writer, so of course I want everyone to read. But
I've
I
never
don't
been a
read
big
like I
reader.
should anymore either, so I'm not going to sit here and talk shit to anybody for not reading.
Yeah, no, I've always been that way though. Not more like
You're not a
Amazon
victim of
kind of
today's
person.
age. You're just not a big reader. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I extremely like the very short, precise version of everything. I cannot stand having a conversation with like my sister who tells me how she goes to the store for a latte and talks about everything that happened in between, you know, without actually telling me like the point of the story. It drives me up the wall.
Yeah, I get real ADD like that sometimes too.
Oh, I see that freaking balance guy out there. He can.
Oh, it's
my
just
ass.
done? I just get to...
Oh,
I
is
can't-
it?
I can't interact with it.
Oh,
Maybe I need to leave then.
Leave. I'm trying to do the moving house, but it's like already done.
Let me
They would
leave.
just walk
Let me
in and
leave real
complete it
fast.
After even if somebody else finishes it.
Oh, here we go. I can now. Yep, I can just
Oh,
gear cache.
oh yeah, cool.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, I walked out away.
Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me loot it when you were there. I don't know, it's
Huh.
weird. Because at first it let me, and then when you walked in, it wouldn't let me, and then it let me again. It definitely had to do with you being inside the house. It's dumb.
Yeah, I
It's
think
dumb.
so.
Yeah, I think it's like
It's
sheer
weird.
instance.
Weird gaming mechanics in this game.
It's the thing with this game is, oh shit, I meant to just exit dungeon, but I exited game. I wasn't paying attention. Because it's a proprietary engine, there's really no, like, people can't say, oh, this is happening because of this. Because that's maybe what it would be in, like, the Havoc engine or Unreal engine or whatever. Source engine. But, who knows with this shit. Like, I do think maybe that the Molotovs cause lag, but so much things cause lag, I don't know if it's as serious as everyone thinks it is, you know? It could just be that the game lags because it's fucked up. Servers are trash. One day, it's gonna get revealed that it was being run out of Mongolia by some guy on his laptop. Just one Dell laptop from 2006. Not even an XPS, just a regular Dell laptop. Running all the servers.
Oh, there it goes. I love how that whimsical drink. Ow. Get out of here, guy. Lasts as long as it does. I think it lasts forever.
Yeah, it does last a long time. Of course, I have Gourmand on my stuff too. Gourmand is the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that too.
Yeah, because of whatever the whimsical drink is, it'll also be 30% more than that.
Yeah, I got
25, I think.
Oh, no.
Or was it time?
It's a time thing, but the buff, like I guess when you get that extra couple of buffs and shit, it lasts quite a while. I just need to get that better stove, I guess. I don't have that.
Well, let's see. The Gorman says basic effects plus 30%.
Yeah, so it would just
So
add-
that would be the 30% added on to the, or of the 25. So that'd be an extra 6. So that'd put you at 31% status damage. And the duration gets a 50% buff.
Damn it.
All right, what game is it?
Do it. I can do it. Oh, that was so close.
And then you make it with bow power and you get an extra 10%.
Let's see if they give me a thunderclap.
Oh, it's Baldur's Gate 3. No shit. That's where they shout Ignis. It's Baldur's Gate 3. It's fucking hysteria. Ignis! Yeah. It's been driving me nuts where I was getting that from.
What was it like rattling around in your head or whatever? And you just couldn't
Because of
figure
the
out what-
Ignis Frontier. So whenever I see that, I hear this voice in my head going, Ignis! Ignis! And it's because in Baldur's Gate 3, when they cast the fire bolt spell, they shout Ignis! And it's like, it's a cantrip, so you cast it a lot, so you hear it a lot.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, they don't even want to give me this stupid mod. I don't know why, but the drop rate on it is so low. I get like everything else. Who was saying that they were trying to get Blitzkrieg last night?
Dude,
It was me.
I hate farming for the mods in this game, honestly. Just because there's no breadcrumb trail, there's no hope. You just have to like relentlessly grind until you get super lucky. Like until you get like a 1% chance roll. And that tweaks me out.
I mean, that's also
It
why
was
they
like-
came out with mod conversion.
Yeah, that's true. The mod conversion is nice. Yeah, okay. That's,
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm having a hard time. Like I've run this dungeon 13 times, and I've gotten one of the mod that I need so that I can try to do the conversion thing on it later.
Oh, with the talent suffix you need in order to get you that elemental boost.
Yeah, I just want to get the thunderclap one to try to get a better thunderclap, and it's just like
Yeah, no,
hitting on
it's
me. I can't get that to drop.
Which one are you running?
Out of surge, out of space.
No, I mean like the dungeon.
Oh, EX1.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so I hate numbers, especially when it comes to this game. Okay, I don't hate numbers. I hate the way the numbers are in this game. That particular dungeon drops. You gotta take the mod that you want and then like times it by 3. Because you're gonna get 3 times it by 4 honestly, and then times that by 2, because sometimes the dungeon will drop 2 mods or it'll drop 3, so it's times it by 2 to 3. So you've got the mod you want times 3 times 2 or 3 depending. Because yeah, and then however many other mods that exist in that dungeon, you have to multiply it by that as well. So however many mods times 3 times 2 or 3, and then those are your chances of getting it based on that probability. And since probability is not it's a dice roll, not a coin toss, you're most of the time you're fucked. That's how that works. So I don't like, even if, and the thing is, you're not looking for the specific mod. You're looking for a mod with a suffix, which just it's compounded on top of that.
Bro, some dude just married Eminem's daughter. Just saying.
What?
Just saying.
Eminem allowed that to happen?
Yeah, I mean, just, can you imagine like how like just how overly confident, how like you know how cocky you got to be to be like, I'm gonna marry Eminem's daughter, motherfucker. I love this girl.
Knowing him. Knowing him.
It's
Alright,
like
so
dude, it's a dude that looks like he's in the Lonely Island. He looks like he's dressed up for the fucking Dick in a Box video. I swear to God, he's got like the beard and the glasses on.
how much did we agree to sell the sickles for?
I think you're the only one who has them.
Oh,
I don't
man.
have them. It was the gloves that we were doing.
You should just
Right.
give me one
You
for
should,
free.
whatever you think you can get for them, you know, like I'll just match your price and we'll figure it out later. But honestly, I don't even feel like selling it.
No, the sickles, yeah.
Does anybody need a compost bin? Bring me 20 mutated fertilizer and I'll make it for you.
What is that? The backpack one?
Yeah, the thing that puts the spoiled food into fertilizer. It's not that good unless you carry spoiled food, which I do. My character's just a stinky motherfucker who carries around rotten food all the time. I mean, like,
All
really,
right.
if you think about it.
If you need a sickle, I've got 2 sickles on hand right now, so if you want to come get them, I might stick them in a box somewhere.
They're good for a few days, actually. Let's check mine. Oh no, did I let my... Oh no. I did. Asshole. I'll let like some deviated chops rot. That's okay.
I mean, if you've got the murder bunny, I think you're good.
All right.
Yeah, I brought 2 of them over, and I haven't had to go do any farming for meat or hides.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I brought one and I haven't had to do any of that yet.
Actually,
be
most
like-
of my, about half my vendor sales have been just the canned lunch meat.
Are you selling it? What are you selling it for?
No, I mean to for the 50,000 from each vendor.
Oh,
They're
That's what I've been
like-
doing too. I've been selling the canned meat and the
Yeah, they're
Stardust.
200 a piece. So I've been about half of them. I'm tapping out on just the canned lunch meat.
That's funny. I can make Yan Bao dumplings if you got deviated morale. You can sell those too.
10,000 EL a piece.
Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
not bad.
I killed the boss and he somehow managed to freeze me after he died. Like just sitting there. There's nobody on the screen. I'm just frozen in midair.
Securements too. No.
Oh, they're gonna give me the thunderclap. Negative. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just the drop chance I do feel like the drop chance for a lot of this stuff has gone down significantly. Like there's
So it's funny
no
though, one
true.
guy was saying that he was trying to get Blitzkrieg and he farmed it like 60 times and he just couldn't get it. I'm sitting here getting that like every time.
Oh no, you get the one you don't need, that's why.
Yeah, it's like I need to equip the different gear set and then I'll get the one I need. You know what I mean?
It'd be kind of fucked up if that's
Now we're
actually
talking tinfoil, but yeah.
I mean, if it is, I don't feel like it's tinfoil at this point. I need to run a fucking bullseye build just to get the shit I want.
Man, I could just make I'm like short on meat now. That's fucking awesome. I have you, bro.
Tony, I'm heading to your base real quick.
Look at that, I got a, where the hell did I get this? I got another, specialization fragment.
Did you use a controller?
I've been using a controller trying to get the stupid mod.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's where you got it from.
I just don't even notice them sometimes either.
I just looked
Oh,
at
they
it
don't.
on my hotbar because I had something that I completed and I looked that up.
Yeah, like I think they just appear at the very bottom, so you just don't see them once you're, you know,
Oh god, fucking
once you're
idiot.
tired of the mods.
God
You're like,
damn.
I'm not even looking at this shit anymore.
No, I mean,
That's what I do.
I got a fucking thing. I got a fucking thing.
Well, I think I got a shitty one. I forget what it was already. Must not have been good if I forget it. It's sitting in my inventory right now. I don't know what it is.
What should I re-roll? I guess I'm gonna re-roll a Stardust Regulator, man. I'm never
What
gonna
is
make
Stardust-
them. They're too
Might
fucking
as-
expensive to make.
You might as well.
Like,
what
I'm
is
not gonna
Stardust
spare
Regulator?
it.
Your only option with that is if you're gonna buy the detox. So you could always do that.
Oh nah. Oh nah. Nah. Get rid of that. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't even have 10 refined detoxidants yet. Like, I don't
It will
even-
take exactly. Like
Yeah,
last
but-
season, I was farming like multiple places every day, and I was able to craft like one a week.
Yeah. It would be
Hey, Tony,
dope if I could afford it, but it's I cannot.
Yeah, nobody is. They need to balance the detoxidant drop rate.
Yo, Tony, I left the sickle in the box closest to your left tower.
Ugh, I got real trash
Oh, nice,
shit.
dude. Thank you.
The problem.
This roll is like Stardust Regulator
You,
might actually
do
be
you
the
have time to
best.
drop the stove there?
I don't know if I have. Shit, let me check.
Let me see if you have perms. You must have some because you're
I was able to access your chest, yeah. So give me a second.
Yeah. nice,
Look at this. Poo, 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 poo.
oh yeah.
Hold on.
I'm like spaz, man. I can't even figure out like what I'm doing here.
Golden pulse device. That one. Hold on. Is that the one where if you get struck by lightning, you get full? That one is the trashiest of all of those things.
I know, because you have to get hit by lightning. And like it,
You get to use it like once
want
in every
hard.
5 games.
I think I'm gonna take Lucky Logging Platform, just because it's the only one that might do something useful.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it, bro. None of these are actually worth it.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean,
none
I
of
might as
them.
well pick something. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta take something.
No, you don't actually have to pick anything. You could just leave it alone. You could still make that Stardust Regulator even if you didn't change your class, even if you did not change your specialization. It may
Oh,
say
so-
it's not there, but you could still make it.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. Okay, so the kitchen stove is just outside near your stuff.
yeah, well, I mean, but I've got all my specializations revealed, so there's no point in letting it sit here either.
I mean, that's true,
Yeah.
but at the
What's
same
wrong
time,
with the
like,
Lucky Logging Platform? Because can't I just build it and then I'll just get some agricultural stuff from it every now and again? That sounds fine to me.
I mean, it sounds fine, but at the same time,
Don't
You
you have
just
to have a beaver out with it?
yep.
I can have a beaver, but I could get one. They're easy to get.
Beavers are expensive.
Are they?
Who's out
No,
there
he's just
selling
fucking-
beavers?
Beavers
Who's out
that
by
actually
this
dump like
island? Yeah.
of all the
I know.
deviants combined, the beavers.
I'll
like,
probably go find one right now. I'm just gonna go to Myers
Yeah.
Market and go to the dock, and there'll probably be one there. Like, dude, on the last server, there was a 5.5 beaver sitting on this dock for like a week. No one wanted it. It just sat there.
Yeah, I just
beavers.
there's no point in collecting wood anymore.
Wait, there isn't. Like past phase 1, wood is useless. And even if you wanted, you could literally go out, one chainsaw gets you everything
One
you
tree.
need.
One tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason you need wood
Tree
is
is
the
over
biomass
1,000
generator.
wood.
Now
Exactly.
you have the biomass generator, and all I have to do is go cut trees once every 2 weeks or some shit.
Anybody running silos or bosses? I'll run with somebody.
I'm doing EX1, but I feel like I'm about to give up. If
There.
they don't give me a fucking thing,
Just one with talents. Just one with talents.
they're just, I don't know, they're being
So Tony's saying he's not. Anybody else?
It's only a level 1, but whatever.
I mean, it still gets you.
15 tries to get one mod. Like, come on. ridiculous.
That is.
Nobody's
one of the
running
things I was
anything?
complaining about. Nah, not right now.
I'm not even trying to get a good one. I'm just trying to get a shitty drop.
Yeah, that's what I was doing with Blitzkrieg. I just needed one so I could use the conversion.
Yeah, I keep getting
I
that
couldn't
one
get
too.
it. I couldn't
We
get
came
it.
up with a theory that if you wear the gear set that you
Yeah.
don't play, you're likely to get the thing you don't need.
That's been a theory since Diablo 1, probably. I don't even know.
I mean, it sounds like it holds weight if you think about it.
Oh,
I mean, it's true. RN Jesus is a right bastard, is what that is.
Yeah, he is. RNG just likes to fuck around with everybody. He's like, oh, I gave you that one. I gave you the one. Now
Would you
you're
like a
gonna
little
get
bit of
trashed."
hope? Would you like a little bit of hope?
It's like that what was that commercial where the man was like dangling $1 in front of somebody? He's like, oh, you gotta be faster than that.
Where he had like the dollar on the string.
Yeah,
The
of the fish.
pole. I barely remember that. It was like a fucking insurance commercial or something where they're like,
Wait, Valheim made a board game?
Board game.
What? I just saw this. They got
I
like a
will only
merch
play
store
that game
and
if one of the mechanics is you end up spending 4 hours trying to get your body back in the game.
Oh,
it's
corpse run.
the corpse
That's the only
runs
way I'll
are
play that board
awful.
game. It's just like halfway through the game you end up just corpse running. It's horrific. It's not fun.
You can change that. You can res with your gear.
I know. At the beginning, you couldn't. Like before that.
They could change that setting that basically to me it would say "Mama raised a bitch."
No, it's
You
a
like to turn on
stupid
bitch
mechanic.
mode?
It is a stupid mechanic because if you died there with your gear on, what makes you think you can get there without your gear? Especially being chased by fucking mosquitoes.
Oh yeah,
Or
the
a wolf.
they're not as bad as they used to be. The whole game, except for the Ashlands, is way toned down. Like
I haven't
Death
played
Note
the
used to one-shot
Ashlands
you in the
yet.
highest tier armor. Like it's stupid.
I haven't played the Ashlands yet.
They're horrible, but they're fun. It's just non-stop combat. Like the spawn rate's insane. They're actually nerfing it in one of the patches coming up soon, but it's just like constant fire. Like it's just a fucking crazy place. The Mistlands were a pain because you couldn't see shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate the Mistlands.
Yeah, I did not.
They
like
need
the
it.
Mistlands.
They need to fix that.
They just need to make in my opinion, they need to make the radius on the torches you can place much larger because then you can just conquer it.
Yes.
See, I started when they had just came out, so the worst enemy for me wasn't even the trolls, it was the fucking wolves because of the over piercing that they do. The fighting would just absolutely ignore your armor.
Yeah, the wolves are really rough at
A lot of
first.
games, yeah. Fucking pierce
Oh.
damage is overpowered.
It's too overpowered, especially since there's no protection stat in the game. You can have as much defense as you want, but if there's no protection stat, the defense doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know. Very fun.
Just fun. That's the word for it. Fun. I might get off here soon. I have no drive to do anything unless like.
That was mine. I just switched to Valorant
Literally
because
trying to wait
I
for
just
this to
didn't
arrive.
have anything that I wanted to do. I did my Black Fell run. I did my farming. We got our Starcrom for the week.
Right?
I did the house. I was like, what else? If nobody wants to run a boss or a silo, I'm out.
Like I hate to do that because I like this game, but I also understand that all of us in this right now, everybody who's basically in Discord, we're classified as hardcore gamers, all right, and not like we're not sweaty because that's a different tier, all right. You've got normal, you've got casual, you've got hardcore, and then you've got sweaty, and we're just hardcore.
Nah, we're sweaty, bro. You're crazy.
Not as sweaty
I
as
should go
some
shower right now.
Food's here. I gotta go. I'll be back in a bit.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thanks, guys.
But we're hardcore. So for us, we play the content until there's not really much else for us to do, correct? But that's generally what you want to do in a game like this. Play it until you play it until you've reached the end of the content. The problem here is, like Timmy said before, this game has 2 weeks of content stretched to 6 weeks, or 2 weeks of content.
And that's why I'm like, it's very obvious to me that I can't just play once human. I have to pace myself. Like, that's why I'm not playing a lot.
Well, oh no, I saw that. I was wondering why
if
cycling
I
it on.
If I did play every day, then I would end up hating the game. You know what I mean? Or not hating
Yeah,
it,
no.
but eventually I would just give the game up and uninstall and stop playing it.
And the worst thing you could do
pace myself, and I can keep playing for a few seasons.
Right, no, see, the worst thing you do to a game is not rather hate it, but rather be apathetic towards it. And that's what would happen. You would hate the game, but you would still play it. But then you get to a point where it's like, I don't care anymore.
I'm only playing the game if I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Right. But it's like, it's gotten to the point where we just get on to do like dailies and shit. There are no dailies in the game, obviously, but that's basically what we're doing. I do my three public events to get my controllers. If I haven't gotten the moving house, I do that. Then I go collect some materials, make some stuff, do my farms, and then after that, I'm pretty much done for the day. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, isn't a good cycle for a game like this. But again, it's still early season. I'm just hoping that things change around season 2. Obviously,
like, they just have to, even if they just removed controllers, that would fix so many problems.
they removed controllers and allowed us access to Pro early, or at least by week 2.
At least if they remove controllers, we would have
Then
a
we
reason,
have a reason to run hard.
Exactly.
Run hard and easy, because then we could at least throw them into mod conversion, you know?
Yeah, then it wouldn't be anywhere near as bad, because then we could just continue to farm content without having to worrying about the resource, which again still baffles me that they decided to put a resource in the game that stunts progression and also just halts all types of play whatsoever. You could still do the silos.
That's just
Guy
the
runs up.
Eastern, you know, ideology.
Oh no, it is a difference in cultures because they prioritize they prioritize productivity over all else.
Exactly.
Which I understand to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's the marketing.
The game is not going to be successful like that.
No, not over here at least. No. Over here, the game can die very quickly if they don't do something about that. But the other thing is, I need Pro because Pro is where we'll be able to maximize our builds. That's the problem. We will be able to get more suffixes and affixes through Pro than I would on Hard. Hard is just a stopgap for us right now.
Yep.
And we also have to wait for Mana Boost to come out so we can really actually like lean heavy in, because last season around Mana Boost is when everybody's builds started to round out, because we started getting more. They gave us the mods with build specific suffixes on them. And so now that's not a thing because they've taken that out. They've essentially ripped that out and then put it into one public event that you have to do. And that one public event only shows up like every fucking hour or two. Whereas Mana Boost, I could get on the server last season and Mana Boost would be up all the time. So I can just run that and then get nothing but Stardust, Source, and EL from it. But it's what else. We can put in tickets and have them try to, their forums have been littered with people telling you to get rid of controllers. And then there are people like, well, you shouldn't be going through that many controllers. And I'm like, as I was looking at that, I was like, they've never played a game like this before where a certain resource is like they could end up making it so that the drops are getting worse, which they are. The drops are definitely getting worse. Or at least the what is it? The drop shields. Because again, we're feeding most of the mods we get into mod conversion, which is what they want. But if they've implemented that system, that means that at that point, don't give us controllers. Just take controllers out. Because if you want to follow us for the mod conversion, just turn it on. Oh, I kind of wish I could just buy individual pieces of the cosmetics because it would be so much better. But it's whatever. I've got the boots for it, but I kind of want the pants, but I can't get the pants because.
No, I watched like a dev dive with the developers of Once Human, and they said they wanted to make the game a little bit like Valheim, you know, and that's why they got like the food in the game and stuff.
Right.
They definitely don't have it worked out as well as Valheim does.
Well, also in Valheim, let's also put into perspective that Valheim is. As far like the gear progression is almost similar, but the food situation is much different because Valheim has tiered food, just like this game. But Valheim's food is just their recipes are just how do I put this? How do I put it? Like their food situation isn't dependent upon you having a mutated version of the food. You find the plant, you find the vegetable, the fruit, or whatever, you mix them together in a pot, and boom, you've got your top tier food. Here, you have to farm the shit to a point where you get a mutation off of it, and then you can make the top tier food in most cases. So there's a slight difference. It's almost the same, but not different. It's almost the same, but not the same at the same time. Of course, but the food's like, I don't know if they want to copy Valheim 1-to-1 because that would change the entire food scope. Like that would change the entire way of how it's like operating for us right now. I don't know.
Valheim is just a superior game.
I mean, as far as content is concerned, yes, because there's a lot more to do. But you also have to think that they have had Valheim's been out much longer.
Yeah.
They've had a lot more time to work on it, so obviously, it's not really tit for tat there. But also, it also depends on the operation time. It also depends on the people, I guess, who play the game. Because when I first played Valheim, I spent like 6 months playing Valheim to get to at the time, because the game had just released the current, like, I had got up to the content wall up to that point. But that's also when I started playing what's it, Icarus? Or is it calling this Icarus? Yes, that's when I started playing Icarus. Hold on, it's actually in my game right there. Where is it? Yeah, no, Icarus. That's when I started playing Icarus after Valheim. And that, like, the early access to that game was, I mean, it was just your basic, it was a drop-in survival type deal, but they want, like,
My first playthrough of Valheim, I played with my friend and she did all the cooking, so I just had magical chests that had food in them at all times. And then my second playthrough, she didn't want to do it, so I was playing on my own, and she's like, "Oh, you sure do miss those chests, don't you?"
Yeah, it's all
Like,
that goes
man.
not having to worry about making your own food is a godsend in and of itself when you got another person.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize how good I had it.
You don't know how I got it till it's gone now. It was the same thing for me with art. I would go out and I was the base builder technically. I would fabricate stuff for the base, build the base wider, make it a bit more functional because I wasn't worried about form. I was always worried about function. So our house was always a box with all the relevant shit in it. I didn't worry about making it look all fancy and shit. Of course, at the time, this was art pre-alpha. This was like before tech, like before the center, before like scorched.
I never played art.
Bro. At one point, it was like I was working. At one point,
I played it for like a month with my cousin, and like it was so glitchy the way you would like chop through like certain like I don't know stuff, and I was like I can't get immersed in this world. It's too shitty.
I mean, if you played in the pre-alpha, it makes sense. But like, were you on the island?
I don't know where I was. My cousin was like, "Oh, there's dinosaurs. We're gonna feed dinosaurs." And I was like, I could care less.
Okay, so what year do you remember?
I would say this was about 4 years ago.
So, I mean, it was probably just after the pre-alpha phase and just before that. Like, probably around the time the game released, like officially released.
No, I don't think so. I think he had been playing for years before because he was really good at the game.
Oh, then yeah, no. Okay, well, you said about 4 years ago, so it'd be 2020. So like the game didn't come out. It came out in like 2016, or the pre-alpha release in 2016. So yeah, no. Yeah, no. So this was definitely after the official release. It just you definitely got caught in the old snail trap. Snail game was really getting too many bug fixes until later on, and then
I watched one of my friends play this newer version or number 2 or whatever.
oh, Arch Survival Ascended, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It still seemed kind of, I don't know.
I was done with Arch after they released, like, before Survival Ascended came out, I sort of stopped playing, I think it was the last content for me was called, Aberration, and that's when I really stopped. I was like, yeah, I'm good on this. Like, I had left after Ragnarok, or rather, I think I left after Scorched Earth. Ragnarok or Aberration had just come out, and then I left. I was like, I'm good. Just taking care of everyone's dino started doing like I was a legacy player. I was a legacy player for a while, and then I was like, nah, I'm gonna go play single player games. At least I can pause that shit and not have to worry about my shit. You know, I could leave that game and not worry about me being offline for like 2 or 3 weeks and everything be gone and all my dinos starve to death. back home. We harvested the farm.
Did I not get a box from that?
You should have.
Acid, starter storage, to packs, energy links, battle pass, EXP.
Are you serious? Did you check your inventory?
Now I'm looking at my my system chat.
Right. But
So I got-
sometimes it doesn't show up in the system chat, so you gotta check your inventory. It should say Stardust Advent keyword box or some shit.
Yeah, that's where I looked first.
Oh wow. Oh, let's check that up for another thing that shouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Happens occasionally. I mean, it. I got stuff from it, but I just didn't get that one thing.
Yeah, you pick the thing that actually matters.
Yeah.
All right, well I'm off for today.
Have a good one, man.
Later tonight, though. Job,
Thanks
guys.
for doing that thing with us, the StarCraft.
No problem. All right, guys. See you.
Yeah, I'm also gonna bail for the day. Probably might be back on this evening.
Yeah, I'm getting close too.
Bloody finger. Oh, you got rid of the bloody finger, man. You know, most people just wash their hands, but you like killed it, you know.
Yeah, dude. Had to die. Love the magic.
I bet. It's supposed to be the goodness.
It's a slow start, you know. Doing your shit in the beginning. I'm gonna try out this spell. That's for PvP.
Ollie. What, Ollie? Don't panic. Jeez, what were you doing? You gonna lick my cat? Alright, that's fine. I can lick my cat. Oh, I just ate my food. It's so good. Ellis, what are you doing, sir?
Let's go to the east. East.
To the west.
Fight the fire giant. It's a full one.
Looks like you're surrounded by dead giants.
Yeah, this is the land of the giants. They're all dead. There's only one left in existence, and I'm about to fight it.
You're about to kill it. That seems pretty
Yeah.
fucked up.
I mean, I could explain the lore. I mean, it's not a lot of lore. It's just they killed all the giants, basically, and
Giants
cursed
are
one. Yeah, they cursed one to like forever keep the fire like put down. I don't know to go fight them. Giants were just chilling. Like, I don't know. I think they're chill. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna play Death Stranding through again soon. The game's fucking awesome.
Oh, where you're like a delivery person?
Uh-huh. It's really good though. It's very unique.
There's the giant. Look, he's just chilling here with a plate on his.
Like, believe it or not, but just walking from one destination to the other and like the challenges that it presents with the weight you're carrying and the way you have to adjust and all that, like it actually ends up being really fun and suspenseful and unique. The worst thing about that game is the combat. I hate the combat because I hate Metal Gear Solid combat. It's fucking wonky as fuck.
Let's see if I can get this guy.
All right, let's see. Oh my god! Did you block that? How did that not hit you?
I dodged it.
Oh, that's dope. Are there iframes?
I mean, like, there's not a lot of physics to it. It's just if you dodge at the right time, you don't take damage, basically.
Is that another person?
That's my summon. I barely dodged that one.
I like how you just got like a
Dodged
big
that one.
plate and he's just beating on you with it.
Oh, he got me there. He can't dodge that one. I don't know what to do here. No, I don't know why I stood there and took that. He seems pretty resistant to magic.
Seems pretty lame.
Know exactly what to use on.
I was playing that Return to Moria game, and it has this amazing feature. Even though the combat's trash, it has this amazing feature where, like, you can press the button to swing, and then in the middle of your animation, if you press the button to block, you start blocking. Or if you press the button to dodge, you start dodging. You don't have to wait for your animation to finish to do other things. Which, I got so mad at Dark Souls 2 when it came out, because I tried to play, or Dark Souls 3, because I tried to play it, that
That's the whole thing about
I
these
made a
games.
video of myself swinging a sword and then in mid-swing stopping and blocking. And I made a video of me like swinging a sword and then stopping and rolling in the middle of my swing. I was like, I am a fat, nerdy man. And if I can do this, the motherfucker in Elden Ring can do this too, or Dark Souls can do this too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just purposely done that way.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh,
That's how
shit.
Monster Hunter is too. And in Monster Hunter, I like it, and in all these From Software games, I hate it. Actually, in fact, Monster Hunter is the only game where I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I hate, because it's like, I learned games like this, like Devil May Cry. I was the guy who would put Devil May Cry on ultra hard mode, and I would get like the max combo and get the highest SSS score and all that stylish, you know, and all that crap. Because in Devil May Cry, you can cancel an animation, you can swing and then block in the middle of your swing or dodge in the middle of your swing, like if you see an attack coming. And so to me, when I first played the very first Demon Souls, I felt like it was a giant step back, you know. But other people love that limitation. They think it really enriches the gameplay. So at this point, it's been done so well, and they've made so many games and stuff. I can't just say it's trash. Like, it's a personal preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard too, you know.
But that's what bothers me. Yeah, right. Well, you can't ignore that the boss design and the level design and at least all of those things is really cool. You know, the animation, the actual animations and stuff.
You fucked me up there.
Yeah, he fucked you up, but good. And another thing about these games is like, I don't mind fighting a boss over and over as long as I can start right at that boss, ready to go where I was when I died. I don't like having to like die and then travel back to the boss to fight it over and over. Like, it starts.
That's what killed Elden Ring for me. Is I had the old Xbox. I was playing it on the old Xbox, and I was like, man, there's people reloading in this game a lot faster than me. I was like, I'm not playing this. Knowing that I'm just wasting more time reloading than other people were.
I like
the game for me.
Metroidvanias, and having to retread after you die is one of the big staples of Metroidvanias. But so it's one of those things where I'll
I've never had
tolerate
to
it.
do that though. I don't know.
What do you mean you just did? You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now.
Like 5 feet. Yeah.
Still, it's
What are you talking about?
even 5 feet is too much. I'm talking about like it should load you like the boss fight should just start over.
Just wanna,
Yeah.
but that,
Like
yeah,
why? This is tedious. Like why? Why is this here? This is just
I don't like that.
meaningless time
I would
sink.
not like that.
Really? You wouldn't like just starting the boss fight over, ready to go, and you like running all the way up to it? See, for me, it breaks my flow. Like doing all this, it breaks my like concentration. Does that make sense?
I mean, there's just like so much like in the like you can do so much prep and shit, and then I don't know like.
Yeah, I mean, like I would want it to.
I don't know.
I would want to just like you do all the prep, and then if you die, it starts you over like back in time, right at the beginning of the fight, with all your prep already done again. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different like bosses in the game you just can't kill with your build. Like some bosses are just immune to magic. Or not immune, but you're gonna be there for 20 hours, and that's one of the biggest issues with difficulty in this game. Is people choose to ignore like damage resistance.
Yeah. See, that's
if you're fighting a boss and you're doing no damage, you should probably like change something. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is in Monster Hunter. You research the monster and you tailor your weapons and stuff to, if it's hard enough, you have to like hype it. You know, it's like Pokemon.
I'm probably gonna have to use my sword for this.
Yeah. I like that aspect of any game. I like typing things and having to like put on certain weapons and armor to make it vulnerable to it. You know what I mean? I think that's cool. I enjoy that part of games. So that's something I would enjoy in this game. I'm definitely gonna get it when it's on sale.
Too much time on a boss fight. Like, I've never fought a boss more than 5 times in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the same stove I already had.
When you hit B and you look at it, it's not different.
I hope that he didn't change it out for me and I just broke the wrong one. But it's the same as the ones I already have.
I feel like you probably did just break the wrong one.
Well,
Unless
I have
you
the
did
one that gives you 30% extra, like, it's supposed to give you double duration, but he said he had like a double perk one. So hopefully that's not what I just did. No, it isn't.
No. Oh, you got me.
I also really enjoy power creep and catharsis in games. Like starting out weak and then being strong by the end. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want like the last boss to be easy or anything, but I want to be able to feel strong.
You smell strong. Does that count?
Hell yeah, I do. You're strong. I smell like I sound. Get lost in a crowd.
No.
I
It's,
finish this movie. I'm just tired.
Ooh, I watched Worst X Ever on Netflix. Ooh, that was good. And
I tried to watch.
Wyatt Earp and the Cowboy War. Ooh, that was good.
I tried to watch the new one, Cronus or whatever, and it was bad. I was like, I didn't get 10 minutes in. I was like, oh. Ruh-roh.
There's
But I had
a
just been watching
Untold.
Euphoria, and like Euphoria is a fucking masterpiece, like a 10 out of 10 work of art.
There's an Untold documentary on Hope Solo. She's a soccer player. It's okay. Not as good as the other ones.
I'm very picky about documentaries, like kind of similar to anime. I like the ones I like, but I don't just like any old documentary. I'm not like into documentaries. I don't know. I guess
Oh, I love them.
before a certain year, I'm into documentaries. But modern documentaries are like 90% padding, and it's like reality TV bullshit. And it's hard to find ones that are actually like. It'll be so much interviews of people that have like just irrelevant things to say, and like unnecessary.
Find one that's actually interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're good, then they're good.
I guess that's if you're interested in the story, that's gonna go on it.
Yeah. And a lot of them just bullshit around the story, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
fuck
just
ton of
the-
padding.
Drag it out, yeah. I got no time for that shit.
There's certain directors I like. Say what?
I need a player to help me. Someone help me.
Help me kill Giant Mean. He hurt me. Yeah, I've been watching the Quiet Place series because I've seen the first one and I've seen both of the first two, but I hadn't seen the new one. And I decided to watch that yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I am going to spoil something for you guys, though. The cat does not die because I had a lot of anxiety about the cat maybe dying, and I was like actually really fucking worried sick about Mr. Frodo. And like, if Mr. Frodo had died, I would have turned the fucking TV off. I couldn't have tolerated the rest of the film. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys. In A Quiet Place Day 1, the sweet little boy, Mr. Frodo, the cat, does not die. He lives to the end.
What show are we
These
talking
role
about?
players.
A Quiet Place Day One.
Oh, these are
It's a
role
movie. It's a
players.
film.
These guys are using NPC names and NPC gear. But they're
Dude, they're role
role players.
players.
It's confusing me. Why is a man Ansbach and he's using Ansbach stuff?
Recruit him.
Okay, help me out, dude.
You can't summon NPCs, right? So.
You can, but they're different. Yeah. I don't think there's one here, and I just turned my multiplayer off, and the sign disappeared, so it's a player. I mean, we'll see once we see how he moves. Yeah, there he is.
You're still not 100% sold, huh?
I feel like if he's role playing, he might be really good at it. That would make me think.
No, it's definitely a player, because just look at how he's moving, you know.
Can you summon NPCs? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I mean, you can, yes, but you can tell if it's an NPC or not, because, like, they won't show up in multi, or, like, if you're in offline, the sign will still be there.
Yeah, but
This
isn't
guy
an
is-
NPC like that?
Oh, we just got invaded.
By players?
Yeah, we got invaded by a player. He's here to kill us.
I didn't like that you couldn't turn that option off to get
I mean, this is
invaded.
the first time this has ever happened to me, to be fair.
He's coming to get you, buddy. You're gonna have to fight him.
Yep.
It's on. I feel like you saw that coming.
Yeah. I'll just scaring them, letting them know we're starting. You know. Start up here. Oh, my friend is crushing his ass.
I would fight him on that chain, honestly, because then you have a two-man advantage.
That's the thing about invading is
got
you're
him.
always at a you're always at a disadvantage if you're invading, because you're 2v1ing. See, my homie just carried me.
You can only invade someone that has an ally.
You can only invade people if they're in multiplayer with a person, you know, in their world. So you're always going to be 2v1ing.
Oh.
So if you're like just single
Oh,
player,
I didn't know that.
no one can invade
No,
you?
no. Only NPCs will invade you around the world sometimes, but yeah, that's NPCs.
I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
better.
Flower.
So like that guy, he's just gatekeeping us from starting this, you know.
Is that his
He's like,
intention?
fuck you guys, you have to earn your way into the boss fight, you know, and get carried. Luckily, my teammate is very strong. I don't know if I am, though.
Yeah, that dude almost murdered you. Very close to dying. He smacked you up.
He
Oh,
don't
he got
talk to you like that.
He smacked you up so good.
Smack my bitch up. Smack my bitch up.
Yo, back in the day, there was a music video for that song that had full female nudity in it. And like, it played on MTV at 2 a.m. when I was in high school. And nobody fucking believed me, but it was real because if you look it up, they say that it was aired, like it's part of history.
Yeah.
But none of my friends believed me. They were like, you did not see titties on MTV at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, but it was true. They actually did air it uncensored a couple times, and I saw it. But yeah, can you imagine being in like 1987 and trying to?
Yeah, I
make
was gonna say at that time it was like a big deal.
Yeah, no one believed me.
Now
Like,
it's like-
straight up thought I was full of shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because it's a music video and it's first person from a DJ's perspective, and they go around like make out all these chicks, like and, they do all these drugs in the bathroom and stuff. And then the big thing with the video is at the end they look into a mirror and you see it's a woman who's been a woman the whole time. That's
Your
what's the
second
big
phase.
shocking moment of the video is after doing all this debaucherous stuff with other women. Like, ooh, which is not shocking at all, but I guess 1997 it was. I don't know.
I think so.
But she was
Whitney
naked. There was a
still
bunch of
had
hot
it
naked
going
girls.
back then.
It's a dope ass video. It really is. Just objectively speaking, you could censor the nudity and still be a cool video. That guy killed himself a couple of years ago, you know. The guy from the Prodigy.
Did he?
Yeah. He's something or other. Yeah, he had like a drug problem and stuff too, though.
Yeah. I almost feel bad for the people who make so much money, but they're hooked on drugs and they just have an endless supply.
Yeah, like the endless supply of debauchery is definitely not good for anyone. It seems like very few people come out of it clean.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think anybody ends up happy at the end of it. You know what I mean? But they also look so fucking haggard too. They look so old before they're done. Like when I see people that are like heavy drinkers or, you know, smokers or whatever, and it's just like, my God. Man, I keep I only got one mod from that 15 runs. That's
Look him up. It's a lot like Monster Hunter. It's less forgiving. Monster Hunter, you can take a lot more hits. It's a lot easier to stay alive.
Yeah, we still got a couple of days before the next phase, right?
Thursday. So yes, cut him on his stomach. Cut his testicles.
Get that foot. Get that toe.
Get that toe. Boy.
Fuck that big toe.
The other dude's like fighting him, and you're just hitting him in the toes.
Oof. I had an ingrown toenail one time. Oh,
I'm dead. I'm running away. I'm running away.
it was the worst pain.
Kill yourself.
I don't have any heals. I'm out of heals. I'm running.
Smack my bitch up.
I couldn't stand that song actually. Oh,
Really? I like that song.
like it did not age well.
Oh no!
Oof. He just says it over and over and over. I was like, oh.
Freaking scared, dude.
It's got some dope ass sounds. It's a good sounding song as far as the sound effects. Those guys are way ahead of
Yeah,
that.
lyrics not so
This
much.
man's
Yeah, it's just one sample.
oh my god, I almost died.
Basically an instrumental.
I think I'm gonna go do something productive because this game is tweaking me.
Hell yeah.
Have you guys all got the hard mode spider done? Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I gotta do that. I tried once today. I barely got 2 bars in.
I like that you ran like scared girl while daddy took care of business.
Hey, this man is, you knew what he was doing.
When you become that strong one day, you need to come back and help people. That's the thing. That you just have to pay it forward.
Yeah.
Like you have to go carry people when you're this strong one day, unless you never
This
get
guy
that
who-
strong.
This guy is literally role-playing an NPC. He has to be, you know, somewhat skilled if he's that confident to...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would be my thought in a game like this. In World of Warcraft, role players are generally trash at the game, though. Like it's not quite the opposite.
Yeah, like there's people in this game, like you'll summon them, they'll be fully naked, you know, with like a stick. And they'll just go in, they'll like fucking solo it for you. Like they don't get hit once.
I like the snow on the chain. It's very good details.
Yeah, right now we're about to light
Yeah.
a tree on fire.
Oh, yeah. Well, on that note, guys, I'll catch up with you guys later.
Have
Have
fun
a
being
good one.
productive.
All right.
Shit's stuck in my head hard. I'm gonna have to listen to it. Like the part where the girl's singing the I can't even imitate it. Why am I trying? It's just foolish. It's just stupid. It's like me and my cousin spent too much time when we were younger trying to make the Transformers sound. You know, like the noise they make when they transform. Yeah. You know, there's Japanese comics where they actually have a phonetic, they have an onomatopoeia for it. Oh, God.
There was one day we were stuck outside, and my brother, me, and my cousin learned all the lyrics to the Paul Revere song in Beastie Boys. Yeah.
My hand, darling.
Hold on, there's like a Japanese onomatopoeia.
You should kill me.
I do like that after that cutscene, there's just nothing but ash falling down everywhere.
It's
The entire capital city is just covered in ash.
Oh no, that's not this part yet. We'll have to.
Oh, that's right. That's what full.
Yeah. We have to bring death indiscriminate.
Gigo Gago Go is what they put in the Japanese comic.
You got
Or like say chu chu che se. Which so
That's
Gigo Gago Go. Which it kind of describes it Gigo Gaga Go.
fucking dead. It's fucking hilarious.
So glad this came up today. Oh
My
shit.
girlfriend.
No dramatic. You should not be on comms for this, man. You should like mute comms so you can experience this without assholes like me.
I've done this before.
yakking.
I've done this
Oh,
two
okay.
times already. Yeah.
Well, then who cares?
That's why.
So, a little bit of information. I did hear somebody say yesterday, or maybe it was one of you. No, it was in my other friend group. But apparently, even if somebody is not your friend, they can come up to your fish tank and steal your fish. So it's a little thing, but like, I didn't know people could do that.
Oh, that's
I don't
rad.
think it's patched in yet.
If they're on your team, I think
Yeah, if they're on your
have
team, they have
facility
access to your
firms.
facilities.
they have to have facility firms, yeah, at least.
No, because last season, I don't know if they changed it, but random, we did it one day where I turned his perms completely off, and I unfriended him.
Being
And
on a
with
team
perms,
gives you facility
yeah, it gives you
firms.
automatic facility perms, even if it's like explicitly turned off on your friends list.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I know there was
Or
a
if you're
problem
not
too
friends,
before.
we tried it both ways.
What the that's fucking weird. I know there was a problem before where it was like even if somebody like didn't have any permissions, they could go up to your crops and just take it. I do believe they fixed that by now. Oh, there was a guy on our Discord, or on our last server actually, that got added for being a pedophile, and then he was like a guy that was really popular in the server too until that happened, and everybody turned on him, so he got to the point where he just went to people's houses and just stole their shit. And we were like, alright, dude, you're not making the case better for yourself here.
Did anybody see anything about
Dragonland.
Vision of Mana? The newest, because I loved Secret of Mana when I was a child, and I actually play that game through once a year. I love Secret of Mana; it's like my favorite game.
Shit, we're gonna deal with
And it's an actual new Mana game,
that. Oh shit.
so I'm thinking of it's only $60 though, so no, we'll be getting this on sale eventually.
Yeah.
But apparently, it's like it looks like this really happy, sunny game, but the plot is super sad. It's like the whole plot of the game is that your characters are slated to be human sacrifices.
Oh shit.
Like the whole game is just a road to death. But that's like they say that at the beginning of the game, so I'm not spoiling anything really.
Right.
Maybe it changes, maybe you can get out of it, but it's people are saying it's super sad, so it seems like you can't. But yeah, Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo, man. That soundtrack is the bangingest.
Check it out. I gotta go that.
Oh, it's such
I
a good
swear I've
game.
heard of it before. It sounds really familiar.
It's dated. It's old. There's an updated version of it that's trash. If you play it on an emulator. Don't buy the fucking 3D remake because they remade the soundtrack and the guy who redid the soundtrack sucked and fucked it up. Or if I ever meet him in person, I'll give him a hug because I'm sure he's hurting.
Kind of reminds me too. I wonder if they. Is there a new release? Yes, there is a new release for the piano macro on Once Human. Wait. Right? Yeah.
The what?
There's a piano macro for Once Human called Once Human MIDI Player.
Oh, that's
You can
awesome.
just Yeah, you can just like import any MIDI file. And the problem was is that like the last patch he did, he was like, yeah, everything's fixed now, and he like actually just ended up fucking up every MIDI file. And there was like a whole week of people telling him like, hey, you fucked it. Like I've been a musician for fucking years playing trumpet and tuba, and I sent him a few files that I played, and he's like, I don't understand what's wrong with it. And I was like, let me give you a quick couple paragraph synopsis about these words real quick.
Yeah, because the piano you can't go up and you really can't raise octaves properly with the way it's set up. Like it's really hard to play.
Yeah, and there was a whole issue with like when they added in the new notification sounds like a couple weeks back, that it ended up applying to the piano as well. So every time you pressed down a key, you would hear a notification sound, and it was so bad that your frame rate would actually drop. Like I would go from 144 FPS to 5 FPS just playing the fucking piano. I don't know what the devs did with that, but they kind of fucked up this thing there. Been a whole issue since then, but it looks like he's finally come out with the version 0.36.
That's cool.
Hopefully it's actually good.
Nothing but MIDI Slayer songs, because MIDI Slayer sounds hilarious. It's like dun, 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 dun.
Yes, he has the download for it too. I'll have to check. And last time, like I was able to play like Final Fantasy songs, Ocarina of Time, Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Everything worked perfectly fine. So hopefully this works good now.
You know what sounds good on MIDI files? The Game of Thrones theme.
It does.
I'm not super into Game of Thrones, but it just sounds great on the.
Right.
Like I would like the way that sound if Game of Thrones never existed. And I just heard that MIDI file. I'm like, that's cool. You know?
Let me give it a go right now. See if this actually works.
And there's a couple Weezer songs that sound good on MIDI file. One night I got really drunk, like I don't know, it was probably 10 years ago now. I got really drunk by myself in my house and just sat there and like decided on a Mega Man game using MIDI versions of popular rock songs and shit. Well, not necessarily popular, but songs I liked from the 90s as the soundtrack. And I just like sat there and like put together, this will be the first level, this will be the second level, this will be this level, you know, like this is Dr. Wily's castle. I don't know why. I was wasted, but I went through all these different MIDI songs and I remember some of them very well.
Extract all this.
We got a dragon to fight.
Oh, that was a pain in the fucking ass.
Call upon your NPC buddies.
Yeah, I brought an NPC. I don't know if I can summon players here.
Nah, you can't. Ducks. You can't. I tried to summon my friend there.
Where's he at?
Alright, I'm pulling up Thorn's build.
Master, you're a useless NPC.
I don't know why I fucking hate fighting all of the dragons in this game. Like I didn't mind it in Dark Souls 2. I didn't mind it in Dark Souls 1. This game for some reason just fucking.
I actually
the whole
like
time.
them. I'm just not used. I've never fought them with magic before. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Oh, magic is fine. Like melee on these guys, it's like you're hitting their head like 1 out of every 10 swings. So you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna hit their toes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind melee, honestly.
I really hope this actually works. I didn't fuck up this macro again.
good one. Let's do GPS call.
I can't see. When do I dodge? Oh. It might be time for this one. Also don't have any good fucking talismans yet. Need to do that. I only have one.
Clear even this thing. Ew, did you pick something up?
Alright, guys, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you later.
Later, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
You.